truck giving you a shake? Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram can get you in for service today. You don't have to wait. Same-day service. Schedule now at BayouCDJR.com. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, September 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 91. In hour one of today's show, we'll talk about Garrett Nussmeier's status versus Southeastern as head coach Brian Kelly announced whether or not the starting quarterback will play. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
Presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Goal!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB here on this Thursday morning. You heard Tay-Tay. We are live at Pro Dreams yet again. Every single home game on Thursdays during the football season. Always remember you can go to them online, pro-dreams.com. Jake and Flynn here. Alondra and Tay-Tay back in studio. How we doing, sir?
Oh, man, we are doing good. Excited to be back here. Thursday, home game. Pro Dreams, just sitting in the midst of amazing memorabilia, jerseys, helmets, pictures, whatever it is. They got it here.
They certainly do.
I'm excited about it, man.
Certainly
I'm
do.
still looking at that Zach Morris tank top over there. If it keeps staring at me long enough, I might walk out of here with it one day.
I think you just wear it throughout a show one day.
Okay.
Bet you won't.
Bet.
Oh, man. So you also heard Tay-Tay there. We'll get to the Garrett Nussmeier going to likely play in this game against Southeastern. I know something you and I talked a lot about yesterday on multiple shows. We talked about that. Thursday night football's not great. Bills-Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins could come back. You never know. We get another opportunity to see the best quarterback in the NFL play.
Tua Tagovailoa?
Yeah, Tua. Remember that throw he made in the national championship when he came in off the bench?
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, it kind of just seems like all the socials and the messaging and the videos coming out of Miami right now is a little cringeworthy. But look, they're still NFL professional football players and still can go out there and have a heck of a game. So you never really know. None of the primetime games up to this point this year have disappointed. So we hope.
This one's going to, but it's also fair.
It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. The Bills are good. The Dolphins are poo.
Yeah, but they still have a puncher's chance. You know, Tyreek. I was watching some clips of Tyreek actually running some routes, and he's still got it. He's still really fast, and he's still getting open. They just haven't gotten the ball yet. Yeah,
it's an issue.
It is an issue. And it might be to his brain. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Too many bruises on it. I should have asked Doc that yesterday. I had it in my head. We just started talking about some other stuff.
You also have some bruises on your brain.
No, I don't have any bruises on my brain. I was never diagnosed.
Like I said, you got some of those.
A lot of undiagnosed concussions, apparently. But I did want to ask him about because Tua has been in the news a little bit because of the disaster that's happening over there. But look, we're 2 weeks into the season. You never know what's going to happen. It's like them and the Bears right? Everybody thinks it's like everything's burning down in their facility, which it could be. But on an NFL football team, let's give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt 2 weeks into the season. I'm hoping that the Dolphins play well just to make the primetime game a little bit interesting. I like sitting in my bed at 10:15 at night, still locked into the end of the game.
Yeah, you might be watching Rice and Charlotte on the college football field tonight.
Nah, Bob. I don't think so. The Owls?
Yeah. We've had a whole segment about Owls.
It spilled over to a couple other segments, too.
Yeah, it did. It did. So let's don't do that because I know how your brain works, bruised and all. Mm-hmm. It did come out yesterday, and Tate mentioned it there in the lead up to the show, that Garrett Nussmeier is going to play on Saturday. Brian Kelly said, I think he needs to play. Garrett wants to play. He's capable of playing. So
I don't know if he needs to play, but I'm sure he wants to. What you think?
Well, I mean, every player wants to play.
Needs a strong statement. He's got a lot of experience.
So he mentioned dialing it back kind of at practice and dial back a little bit, maybe, what he's doing out there. So trying to protect him maybe during the week and try to get some maybe rest there. That's certainly, something you can try to do. He also mentioned he's now on the other side of it because we were able to protect him. So this week is an opportunity for him. He's doing some things at practice that he hasn't been able to do in the last month. We are pretty excited about what he can do this weekend. So, when you get quotes like that, it does sound like he is progressing, and whatever torso injury that he has is getting better right now, and they feel like he is ready to go. And when BK says he needs to go, what does that say to you?
It says to me that the offense needs to get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And they need to go out there and execute against somebody with a different color jersey on, different color helmet on, and just getting a little bit more of a rhythm. Or it says that if he was a young player, a new player, saying that he needs to get more game experience and get a little bit better, which isn't the case. So, it's basically he's telling us that they need to go out there and rip it a little bit in a game situation instead of just doing it in practice.
Now, would this be a situation where, okay, we know the opponent, we know we're going to have a lot of opportunities in this game, and some of those things that you haven't done in the first 3 games, let's see if we can get them done? Like, hey, we got to at some point see how far we can push this deal. And last week,
what are you talking about? How far you can push it? Like physically push the ball down the field?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you can figure that out in practice. You don't need a game to do that.
You do have a different adrenaline in a game than you do out in the Ponderosa.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, certainly you do, but you don't have a lot of adrenaline against Southeastern.
Dang, Tay.
What?
That's where Tay graduated from.
That's fine. That's okay. I love Southeastern. I really do. I'm a big fan. Very hydrated. Love the people over there. I do. It's just we're talking about LSU right now. And we're talking about a quarterback with a torso injury that we personally know nothing about. We don't know the significance of it at all.
Yeah.
But, like, the word need to go out there, I don't agree with. But it's not up to me to agree. I'm not the one in the building. I'm not the coach.
Look, Brian Kelly's been doing this long enough and he's hopefully, talking with the trainers, and they're saying, okay, well, here's the deal, here's the plan, here's what it could be.
Yep.
And he has all the information right there. Mm-hmm. And if he knows what it could be,
yep.
And he still decides to play him, then he feels good about it.
I think saying needing is not so much from a physical standpoint. We need to go see how far we can push the ball. It's kind of like the old Game 3 of the preseason. Like, our offense is not where it needs to be, probably because of this torso injury. Now that we're on the other side of this thing, now that we're feeling a lot better, let's go out there and try to get our offense tuned up a little bit. This is like a kind of a tune-up game. You go out there and what did a coach want to see in the old I don't even, is it Game 2 of the preseason now where they play the start? I don't know the whole schedule. So that's why I'm going to revert back to when we played back in our day. CTE, OTB, here we go. game 3 of the preseason, it's like, all right, you're going to go play a full half. Starters are going to, because this is a tune-up game. This is our get-ready game. And you go out there, you try to get in a rhythm, you try to move the ball, get the right down and distance, stay on schedule, push the ball a little bit down the field. So that's what this kind of feels like. We need to get into a rhythm is what I'm hearing.
Tiger Dog inside the Bayou 4 chat asked this question. Flynn, would you sit or play this weekend with a bigger game next week? We talked about this early in the week. You had a situation where you had a bad ankle sprain, even a fracture, if I'm not mistaken, and you sat out against Middle Tennessee State. I don't know who we had the next weekend. I don't remember the 07 schedule that well, but you did sit out a game.
Yeah, I didn't want to
look it up.
Like if I was Garrett Nussmeier, oh my God, yeah, like let me go out and play. It hurts me to not be in a practice. It hurts me. Well, it hurt me in Middle Tennessee to go out there and see my offensive line, my running backs, my receivers having somebody else call the play in the huddle and taking the snap.
Well, if it makes you feel better, sometimes I was having to call the play in the huddle. If it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, it kind of does actually. Okay. But it's not up to the player whether you want to play or not. It's not up to the starting quarterback if you're,
We had South Carolina at home the next week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, it was like I couldn't, walk, but so that was a thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, numb it up. Let's go. Let's play. I don't care who we're playing. But it's not up to – that's why things like that aren't really up to the player. The coach's It's the coach's job to, protect him from himself. But anyway, we're not saying that Brian Kelly should do this or should do that. We're just giving our opinion based on a low amount of information that we have and what we're guessing. And all we know is that we're playing Southeastern, and we know that based on reading the tea leaves that the offense has been a little different. But if he truly is on the other side of this thing, and it is better, and they can do, and there is no risk of going and straining or hurting something more. We don't know if it's a rib. We don't know if it's an ab. We don't know if it's he hurt his sternum. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what the heck's happening?
That's what Doc said. Well, it could be anywhere from under the chin to right above the pelvis. Oh, okay. So small target.
Yep. So we don't know. He might have got hit in the jewels one day.
Inside the Bayou 4 chat, Game 4 is our tune-up game. Good grief. Well, you can tune up for the SEC portion of your schedule. I know you've played an SEC game, but now you're taking a break out of conference, and so you can absolutely kind of do that, and you can hit reset.
Especially if you started out slow.
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't. If this is we're playing a lot of hypotheticals here, and if the offense has been a little bit subdued to this point because of an injury, we don't know that it has, but reading the tea leaves, connecting the dots with what we did a little bit earlier in the week with, different pass attempts behind the line of scrimmage, how many pass attempts very short. If you're starting to unleash your whole offense because he is over the hurdle with his torso injury and he can start pushing it down the field, it can be a tune-up game. Absolutely. And your offense has not performed up to its standards. So when Brian Kelly says he needs to play, that tells me that he needs to go out there because we got to get this thing rolling. And how do you do that? You tune it up.
Moonfish inside the Bayou 4 chat. This needs to be a 200-plus yard rushing game, in my opinion. Establish rhythm with the passing game, but limit shots on him, and don't let the linemen pin their ears back.
Southeastern linemen?
Yes.
Don't let them pin.
Yeah, don't let them pin their ears back.
Yeah.
Like we talked about in the run game yesterday, it's not right now a physical problem. I think some different things have had to happen now that we kind of know what's going on with your quarterback. Mm-hmm. And so if he's better, as Brian Kelly mentioned, progressing, better than he was a week ago, I'd like to see some different stuff in the run game too.
Yeah, we got to establish the run game. You got to be able to set the edge. You got to be able to move your man, especially this week, and start just execute it, run it. Yeah, I'd like to see him run every single play.
Moonfish, I like this one too. Are there improvements you guys want to see on the defense before SEC play, or is it perfect? I like that one.
It's perfect.
It's gosh, I mean, nothing's perfect as we know, but my God, it is close to football erotica when you watch LSU's defense. The coverage has been incredible. The pressure has been incredible. The tackling, more than anything, maybe, that I'm most excited about. And Flynn mentioned it yesterday. Even if the first guy doesn't get him on the ground, which oftentimes they do, there's like 2 or 3 people coming with bad intentions to clean it up.
Yep.
We didn't see that for a long time. How many times did you see a safety the last 2 years just miss kind of right there in the alley, and then all of a sudden the other player's going 60?
Yeah.
The other player's going 40, hitting his head on the goalpost because nobody else
Missing the alley.
was
Guys
there.
taking bad angles because they're not running full speed. Guys getting blocked for a second and then kind of giving up and not fighting to the end, which is something that is foreign to LSU Tigers. So we're so back, baby. We are so back.
Yeah, no notes on the defense.
No notes
right
until
now.
they force us to make some notes, and I don't really see that happening.
Yeah,
Too much leadership.
Yeah,
too much talent.
Yeah, and the mentality's like, if you don't think it's there, you didn't watch last week. And what I mean by that is when you had your captain go out in Whit Weeks, then you had West Weeks go out in the game, and everybody that you continue to bring into the game right there in the middle of your defense continued to play with the same attitude, the same mentality, and at the same level. Like your green dot, the guy that hears the coach in his headset goes out. The next guy that's wearing the green dot goes out, and you just continue to find a way. And then all of a sudden you got a third Weeks brother in there at the end of the game. But, like, you never missed a beat. It's not because those players that went out aren't good. They're starting for a reason. Whit Weeks, one of the best players in the country.
Yep.
But because the mentality and everybody bought into the same thing, the same philosophy of what we're going to be, not what we'd like to be, then that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to keep up that play, even though Lewis, the equipment, had to probably run into the locker room and get the sheet of green stickers to go put it on somebody else's helmet, because that guy his helmet was not equipped with a speaker inside of it.
That's very
so
true.
They had to put a speaker in there. They had to run and get the sheet of standard green circle stickers and put it on the back of his helmet.
Actually, I'd like to I'm going to try to find that information out.
Like, how did that?
Before
what
we get
was
out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to find out how that actually all went down. So, no notes right now on the defense. And again, I would say that the way they played in the fourth quarter against Louisiana Tech still makes me believe that they're going to play in the fourth quarter like that, regardless of who's in against Southeastern. And that's going to be something that is going to continue to make me very happy about how this LSU defense is playing. West Week's injury status right now, I believe on the broadcast it was a calf strain. Gordy reported that after he came out of the tent there. Again, you have some big ones. You got some big boys coming up, and that position group has shown that guys can step up. And so I don't know the status, but I'd be surprised. I mean, just knowing what you have coming up and what West Weeks has meant to you. So
it's pretty specific injury there. Garrett has a torso, but we got the specific muscle, calf muscle.
Yeah,
should just be a lower extremity.
Yeah. So Gordo was on the case during the broadcast.
Oh,
yeah,
he got it
in and out of the tent. Gordy got it.
Was he in the tent?
Well, West kept going in and out of the tent.
What about Gordy popping his head in there? Probably.
Yeah, why not? I mean, what you got going on in here?
Hey, what are y'all doing?
All right, we'll take our first break. More OTB when we come back. Again, we are live here at Pro Dreams right off of Burbank in the OG Walk-Ons Shopping Center. So, come say what's up. Come knock on the door. Come buy something. Come buy some sports memorabilia. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with the Y.com is the website. You will clearly see the difference when you go there. You can check out testimonials of past clients. You can check out past client results, things they've done for your neighbors here in the greater Baton Rouge area, right? And we always tell you, if you got a custom job, don't be afraid to ask Tommy and the team because they can get that done as well. That's why they are the best. That's not just us telling you that. Angie's Super Service Award, they have basically just won that every year over the last decade. What about best windows in Baton Rouge in the Advocate? Well, that went to Tommy and the team over at Go Tommy's. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GoTommys.com.
That's right. If you got a project going on and you need windows, you need doors, you need siding, whatever it is, you got full lifetime warranties on all of those items that they install. We're talking Hardy Plank siding. We're talking big, beautiful windows, safe, protected. You will clearly see the difference. So call Tommy if you got a project. That is GoTommys.com.
Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here on this Thursday morning, and we are live from Pro Dreams. Pro-Dreams.com is the website. Check them out today. And the New Orleans Saints play the Seahawks. By the way, you can find a lot of great Saints stuff here. A lot of great Saints memorabilia.
I see a little Drew Brees. I see a lot of Drew Brees.
There's a lot of Drew.
A lot of Drew in here.
I see some Arch. I see some Ricky Jackson. I see some Taysom Hill. Ricky Williams in a wedding dress with Mike Ditka right behind you.
We were talking about this the other day in our sports card endeavors. Not that many valuable Saints cards out there except for Drew Brees that we've seen.
Yeah. We're sitting there in the break, and we're like, okay, and this is the ceiling, so it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans Saints. So Drew.
Carry the two. It's got to be Drew.
Got to be Drew.
Low shot.
Got to be Drew. It's okay. We have
not even a rookie.
We have many more players that are near and dear in our New Orleans Saints hearts from growing up. Craig Ironhead Hayward being a personal favorite.
Sure.
Who could forget about the Cajun Cannon? Not us.
Not us.
We're not going to do that.
Nope.
The Saints hope they got the next Cajun Cannon in Spencer Rattler. And some good things were said.
Yeah, good things.
Him.
Very good said.
Saleh, former NFL head coach, now back with the 49ers as the defensive coordinator, mentioned that he believes that Spencer Rattler will be a household name by the end of the year.
He sure did. High praise. I mean, coming from a guy that was a very recently a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
Only 32 of those teams in the whole world.
Yeah.
32 of the greatest teams in the world. Certainly they weren't good, but it's still an NFL team. And a head coach, defensive coordinator, been in the league a long time. He was in Seattle when I was there. Great dude. But had high praise, has seen a lot of really good quarterbacks, has played against a lot of really good quarterbacks, has game planned against them.
Yeah.
And for him to kind of come out, I don't even know if he was prompted on the question or not. But yes, said Spencer Rattler would be a household name because of how twitchy he is as an athlete, how competitive he was, how accurate he was, and decisive he was. And that's one thing about that I've seen from Spencer Rattler up to this point is very decisive with the ball. Whether you like it or not like where he's going with it on a down and distance, he's taking what the defense is giving him, and he's decisive with it. And he is confident in his reads and a confident player, man. I mean, go back and watch that clip of I think he scrambled out. He got a first down. He broke he took didn't slide, took a shot head on and broke like 2 or 3 tackles right there, spun out and got a first down. One of those plays that will endear you to the rest of your team.
For sure.
And make even guys like Cesar Ruiz play a little bit harder.
Wait a minute. Hold up now. Let's not talk crazy here.
But look, I
haven't gone for dose yet. I don't think we need to start talking about Cesar Ruiz, okay? It's only 7:26 in the morning.
That's a good point. My bad. That's on me, guys. Let's clip that.
Yeah, we only talk about Cesar if we're giving his failing grade.
Sure. Mm-hmm. But 3 of those 10 plays were good.
True. Okay, true. Yeah. Wrong sport for that to be a good deal, but yes.
It's baseball. It'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we talked about, like, the quarterback we didn't feel was going to be the issue.
Yeah, and you were all over that. I mean, gosh, before the preseason, you said that if the Saints are bad, which right now they're 0-2, you said it's not going to be a quarterback issue, and it hasn't been. That has not been the reason they've lost these games.
Now, he still has to win a game. Yeah. Whether it's his fault, whether it's not his fault, it doesn't really matter at the quarterback position because right or wrong, you're going to get way too much praise and you're going to get way too much criticism, no matter how the team is. That's why football is such a beautiful and the greatest team sport out there because it takes everybody. But he does. He's going to if he's got to put the team on his back and win it himself and make a play, he'll have to do that. But wins and losses is at the end of the day the only thing that really, really matters, but you have to kind of take everything at face value. We know where we're at with the Saints. We know what we're doing with a brand new head coach and kind of the top-down roster, but it is getting noticed. And I believe, just looking at the socials, it is starting his game. His play is getting noticed as, okay, pretty good. I don't even know what the list was. Was it QBR or something? He's 9th in the NFL up to this point.
Yeah.
We looked at the stats of the day. He was like middle of the pack, pretty good on one of the stats.
I mean,
as well.
Almost every single category, like he's at least 18th or better.
Yep. And so he's playing well. Now, you got to win football games at the end of the day as a quarterback, but a lot to be hopeful for, and it is getting noticed by former head coaches. Yeah. And I'm sure if it's getting noticed by Robert Saleh, it's getting noticed by everybody.
Yeah, it's he's veteran defensive coordinator, too.
He's just the one. He's just the first person to say it out loud.
Because he played him,
And look, the sample size is there, but the things that Spencer Rattler is doing well is not fluky things. Like, he doesn't go out and scramble and throw across his body and make, like, these big, huge plays. that were big, flashy plays. That is not a sustainable thing. But what he's doing.
Yeah, there's only one guy that should be doing that. There's just multiple that are trying to do that.
Right.
In the NFL.
Sure.
And it's getting them in trouble, actually. Yep. So you should actually be happy.
Yeah.
He's not trying
you look at like Anthony Richardson last year. So last year he comes out and he throws that one, like the 85-yard pass in the air, touchdown. Like, that's a flashy thing. Everyone's like, oh, my God, this guy's going to be great.
Yeah. Had you thinking,
woo.
But then you thought about it afterwards and you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. So young quarterbacks can go out there and make these crazy plays like that. And you're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Caleb Williams last year, he made all these incredible plays. But then at the end of the day, he wasn't working the offense.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler is operating the offense efficiently the way it's supposed to be. You work it, and then the flashy plays, the big plays will come off of that. You don't have to force. He's not having to force it. So what I'm seeing from his game is like the consistent gameplay will continue because of his discipline and willingness to take your checkdowns and be decisive with his decision-making, be accurate with his throws, the short to intermediate throws, and then his ability to escape and create and avoid disaster plays. That is a really good recipe for continuing to play well, and then the big plays are going to come. The moments are going to shine. The flash plays, they will come. But I think that there's not going to be a regression type deal. Like, it's not fluky how he's played up to this point.
No, I don't think so at all. And he needs some guys to step up too. And you can say, well, yeah, the pass needs to be here. To Matt's point on Monday, it wasn't perfect, but there's 90 guys, it feels like, but truly there's 31 other guys that you feel like can go make that play, right? If you're running a post and it's a little bit on your back hip, or if you're Juwan Johnson, and I'm not saying that's an easy catch, but you're a pass-catching tight end. You're certainly not in there for your blocking, so you got to go help your quarterback out. Go make those plays. Those are a couple of plays that if you help him out, you go make them, you might be at worst 1-1.
That throw to Rattler's throw to Olave was behind back hip for a touchdown. Yeah. That's one where both of y'all look at each other and y'all both tap the chest. Yeah. That's on me. And then Olave's like, "No, it's on me. I should have had it."
Right.
That's that type of play.
It's so tough, Matt. When you watch a game and you watch like Malik Neighbors and what he does against the Cowboys last week, guy hand over his face, pulling his head to the side. He can't even really see, and he makes a catch for 45-yard touchdown, whatever it might be. And I'm not just saying Malik because, obviously being an LSU guy, but there's multiple examples like CeeDee Lamb and Brown and Chase and all these, like, they go and they make that play. And the Saints need somebody to make that play right now.
Yeah, with the roster deficiencies you have, you have to steal games and you have to make play. Like, you have to make those type of plays. Like the above average, like really good. Man, Olave, that was a great catch, man. Way to go, man. Yeah. Pat on the back. Way to help your quarterback out a little bit.
You got to. Those are plays that if you make them, again, I think you have at least one win, and you're trying to get one on the road against the Seattle Seahawks. We'll break down that game when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. When you go to trashrangers.com, remember you can sign up for residential or commercial service right there on the bottom of the website. You can also check out that information on those roll-off dumpsters. 3 different sizes to choose from, and make sure you got the right size. How are you going to do that? Well, you're going to give them a call. 225-612-2477 is that number. And even if you mess up, if you say, I thought I was going to have this, but actually this, it's okay. They're going to come and they'll empty that dumpster. They'll bring it back to you as well. Go to their brand new website. Got a little upgrade. Go to trashrangers.com.
Yeah, Trash Ranger, they got this beautiful website right here. So, like, if you're in need of trash or waste removal, no matter what it is, whether it's residential, commercial, sanitation, roll-off dumpsters. So, like, the roll-off dumpsters, it's like you can make a big job easy with these. They're fast delivery, flexible rental terms, and no hidden fees. Residential, they will pick up your trash and give you text reminders the night before pickup. So never forget the trash again. TrashRangers.com.
Join us for Friday's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Sagamore Spirit Rye. We'll have craft cocktails, someone's winning tickets to the game, and of course a fine premium cigar. Friday's AFR, presented by Sagamore Spirit.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. Again, we are live on location here at Pro Dreams, pro-dreams.com. Before we break down the Saints and Seahawks, I want to remind you about our friends over at Campus Federal. CampusFederal.org is the website. Once you go there, remember, you can open an account right there on the homepage. You can have a conversation with them at the bottom right corner of it. I mean, you can do all of that right there on the homepage. They've got different checking accounts depending on where you're currently at right now and what you're currently looking for as well. And again, all that information is right there on the homepage. You got a little Lanyap Light checking, Lanyap checking, Young Adult checking, Campus Classic checking, so many different accounts to choose from because they want to make sure you have the right account. CampusFederal.org, again, is the website. All right, the New Orleans Saints are 7.5-point dogs.
Golly.
Right now to
7.5.
the Seattle Seahawks. And this game's going to be on the road. And
I actually don't know what I expected there.
The Seahawks,
but it was shocking.
The Seahawks beat the Steelers last week. They lost to the 49ers in week number 1. The 49ers made a late comeback in that game. But they did look good last week against the Steelers. And maybe some of our judgment got clouded a little bit for the Steelers because they went out there and the way they played against the Jets. Maybe the Jets aren't good either, but it was a nice victory for the Seahawks. Sam Darnold did throw 2 interceptions, but he also threw for almost 300 yards. He threw for 2 scores. Kenneth Walker, the third, ran for 105 yards on only 13 carries. Now, Zach Charbonnet had 15 carries for 10 yards. That's 0.7 yards per carry for those keeping score at home. But still, Kenneth Walker was able to have a big day. His longest run was only 20 yards and still had 105 on just 13 carries. So a little bit of a mixed bag for the Seattle Seahawks here in the first 2 weeks, but it's a big number.
It is a big number. Yeah, I was watching that game because I've been watching a lot of the noon games because we have little flag football practice in the afternoon, so I'm locked into the noon game. So I've watched the Steelers play the first 2 weeks, and so it was the Steelers-Seahawks this past weekend. And I just don't think the Steelers are very good on defense, honestly. I mean, Justin Fields played the game of his career. He looked like he was back at Ohio State, you know what I mean, against the Pittsburgh defense did not look very good. So I think it's easy to get, especially from a Vegas standpoint, easy to get really high on the Seahawks right now. They probably got unlucky to lose that first game against the Niners. That Brock Purdy scrambles out, throws just like a jump ball in the end zone. It's about to be it's going right towards the defender, and a guy makes an incredible play for Brock Purdy to win that game. But yeah, it's I think they're probably pretty good. And Sam Darnold, you think Minnesota's thinking about little seller's remorse on that one? On the Sam Darnold played so well last year for Minnesota Vikings. Got that big contract from Seattle. I don't think Minnesota even tried to sign him back. They're like, all right, it's J.J. McCarthy or bust now. Yeah. And I think they're starting to realize that. I think Sam Darnold's a pretty good little quarterback in the NFL. So he's now with Seattle. And I don't know. I still kind of root against Seattle. So
why?
For no reason. I mean,
why would you do that?
They're actually good to me. You know what I mean? But I still root against them just from the competitive side.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7.5 is a big number in the NFL.
Against the Broncos. I get it.
Seattle is a tough place to play. It is very loud in that stadium. I don't know if it's as loud as it used to be back when I was there and playing against them in that stadium with
it's
the
one of the
Legion of Boom.
Places, yeah.
It was loud. Now, I think a lot of it was artificial. A lot of crowd noise being pumped into that stadium, I think, but it was still an intimidating place to play. So we'll see. It's, 2 games in. Nobody really knows what any of these teams are except for the for sure top dogs in the league right now. We know the really, really good ones. But I think it still remains to be seen on who the bad ones are.
I think you're going to see one of those tonight, but with the Dolphins.
We'll see. All right. So, look, 7.5 is a big number. I'm going to stay on the Saints train. I'm going to say they're going to get it figured out. They're going to make one of those plays that we've been talking about.
All right.
Olave is going to be happy, and he's not going to look like he's concussed out there, and he's going to make some big-time plays this week. I'm going to say that.
All right.
I'm going to keep saying they're going to win.
Until they win.
And then I'm going to be like, I told y'all. Told y'all they were going to win this one. It's the playbook.
You also, need some credibility here, too,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you got to have that now.
That's what I'm going for.
Big J journalist over here. Okay. Trevor Penning is questionable. Chase Young is questionable. Trey Palmer, questionable. So you're still dealing with some injuries there. You'd love to see Trevor Penning back to try to solidify anything that they can solidify with the interior of the offensive front because Caesar's not going to. We don't want to say his name too loud. It's too good of a morning.
Should we whisper it from now on?
Caesar.
You are not allowed on this show to say his name at full volume voice. You have to whisper it.
Okay. Caesar. All right. Don't want to be a poser. Caesar.
Poser, what a word, man.
Yeah, how about that?
Let's bring it back.
First one of the day.
What a great word it is.
Yeah.
We used to use it a lot in middle school.
Yep.
I think it came to fruition and popularity from the skating community.
Was it?
I think so.
Skating. We were talking about blading?
Like blading. You remember like middle school you'd wear what were the shoes called that had the wheel on the
Heelys.
back? Heelys. Yeah, you have the Heelys, or you have the grinders. Like it was it had like the little arch in the middle of it that was like fiberglass, and you could like grind like you were on skates. You remember those?
We had a right tackle. I'm not gonna say his name. You can look it up if you're going to. In San Diego, and he was notorious for any dynamic edge rusher that we played against. He tap his hip. I'm going down. I'm like, so you're gonna leave me on Tom Bodley? You're gonna leave me on Terrell Suggs in pass protection?
I'm squeezing.
Like you're going down. Like that's. And notorious, like if it was, like if, you know, like, yeah, he could kind of make a case that he needed to squeeze whatever. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Like, you did not. And so one time I got really mad and went over to him. I'm like, hey, I didn't know Healy made cleats. He's like, what do you mean? I go, well, your cleats don't have wheels on the bottom of them? Because I swear to God, the guy just pushed you right back into me. I was just wondering, how'd you get that sponsorship deal? He got so mad. I was like, dude, we're winning the game by like 3 touchdowns. Like, check out. So that's how I know what Heelys are.
All right, and the huddle never fails. You remember these? Soaps. Shoes. They had the little arc in the – do you remember this? You could like grind on like a bench or something, a park bench. Oh, dude. Gnarly.
Okay. On that note, with him saying gnarly, we'll go ahead and we'll take a break before.
Soaps. What a pull.
Before he starts bringing out any more of these terms. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
Be shredding some gnar before we get out of here. All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys, always doing big things throughout the state of Louisiana, from top to bottom and everywhere in between, from Shreveport to Monroe, Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, down on the bayou, wherever you're listening to us in the state of Louisiana, the G team can help you out. Go to the website, getgordon.com. Call them today. Your area code, followed by 888-8888.
That's right. If you've been injured, whether it's on the job, whether it's in a car accident, call the folks that care, that can fight for you, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. And, if you want to, there's still a little bit of time left, just a couple of days left in the billboard competition. So if you want to design a billboard, the G team, Gordon likes to have fun with their billboards, spread the word, and you could design that as well. So go there, submit your design right there, and get Gordon to get it done. G team, getgordon.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. I thought we were going to get that one. I was going to breathe a little bit.
I know.
Getting excited. You know, it's one of the things here on location. You know, the music kind of stops in your ear a little bit.
I thought I was back in the LSU weight room with Dillman and Earl yelling at me.
Yeah. Crank the diesel.
Hey, dude, I had a
What was the one they used to, the pain leaving the, what was the, gosh?
It was Chop Suey?
I don't remember. We used to have Scott Cochran and Dillman and Moffitt and
we got confirmation
Vic.
too from Alondra that indeed the term poser is from the skating community.
All right, I thought it was from the surfing.
And I'm going to say probably what, so I was in middle school, so that would have to be 98, 97, 98, something like that. You poser. I had a good time yesterday afternoon chopping it up with you on off campus with Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, we did. Like Jimbo, so typical on Tuesdays, Jimbo's the co-host with me and EJ. He had to move days to Wednesday because he's working for the ACC network now, so he's doing like profiles and different things. And so he had one of those on Tuesday. But this man's football memory. So we were talking. He was talking about, I don't even know how we got there. It was like conference games, and you got to treat your opponent this, that, and the other. He's like, you know, even when we played Kentucky in 2006, you remember that, Jake? I was like, no. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you scored 2 touchdowns on 48 hornballs, and he's like, Matt hit this, that, and the other. I was like, Matt? In 06, he goes, yeah, he came in, threw 2 touchdowns, and he knew the play from a random-ass Kentucky game in 2006. We won 49-0. Okay.
Yeah.
He knew the
all right,
play
Jimbo.
that you threw 2 touchdowns as the backup quarterback that day.
Yep. He said it when I got on. He was like, "You remember your stats from that game?" I'm like, "Nah, dude. I don't even remember I played that game." In 06, like you talking about the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
When we were up to 35-0.
I think he said he threw a touchdown to Bo though.
No big deal.
Yeah. Scored 2 tuds that game. You threw 2. Not that big of a deal.
Not
4
that
tuds
big of a
between
deal.
us. But yeah, he's a good addition to the show.
I bet he is. It's I can imagine how 3 people would be tough doing an interview, chopping it up like that. How's the rotation go? So you, EJ,
well, we treated
Jimbo,
you a little bit different. We double braked and we just had a 30-minute slot because we knew we were like it's just going to be some random comments. It's going to be squirrel.
Yeah,
sure. So we blocked off 30. But yeah, typically you just go down in order. Yeah, and then Jimbo goes out of order.
Oh, no doubt. Like Jimbo's I got to get in there.
We had John Summerall on, the Tulane head coach, and fantastic, by the way. One of my favorite interviews every single time. And it was going to go me, and then Jimbo, and then EJ. And I would go, Jimbo would go, and then Jimbo would go again. And then EJ would go, and then Jimbo would go again.
And then at a certain point, it was just a conversation between him and Jimbo.
Yeah, it was. But they got a big one. They got a biggie. Tulane traveling to Ole Miss.
Yeah, they do. Excited about that.
Tulane's already taken down a school out of the ACC, a school out of the Big Ten. They beat a good Sun Belt team. They add SEC to the resume. They could lose an American game, win that championship, and be in the college football playoff. They've played Ole Miss tough before. They've played like Jackson Dart, Ole Miss, very tough before. This Tulane team's good, man.
Yep, and we
don't let the score fool you last week either. They beat up on Duke. Duke scored a garbage touchdown kind of late in the game.
Yeah. And can we just get how amazing that'd be? Get an LSU Tulane playoff game
in Tiger Stadium.
Tiger Stadium,
be awesome. Be awesome.
That means we wouldn't get a bye though.
Yeah, no, but we get a home game.
I know. That's pretty sweet.
I know. Look, Hunt,
would that be a no-win
before you
situation?
text me, Hunt, I know it's not smart. I know.
We get
it's
it.
an extra game.
It's fine.
We're meatheads, okay? We want to see a playoff game in Death Valley.
But think about the economy. Think about the Baton Rouge economy.
Yeah. Do you even love Baton Rouge?
Yeah. You love the restaurants and hotels?
Yeah, people asking the question.
Yeah, people talking, Hunt.
Yeah. So I'd love a home
Oh, it'd
playoff
be
game.
so sweet.
Oh my God, it'd be electric. And if it was them, an old rival, they'd bring people too.
Be tough to get a parking pass, probably though.
It's all you ever worry about is a parking pass.
It is.
If this man's going to a game, he's only asking questions about parking pass.
I do not like to. One of the few things that stresses me out in life is having to fight for parking spots. Don't like it. So, sometimes it's a deciding factor whether I'm going to a game or not.
It's 1,000%. I have heard you say you're not going because of it.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a sometimes. It's an every time. If I don't have a parking pass, I'm not going.
And it is not.
And yeah, maybe that's spoiled. I don't care. I'm fine with that.
You're spoiled.
Come on, Cobble.
You're a poser.
Someone in the chat actually said that they were using the word poser in the 80s.
Really?
That's shocking to me.
I thought it was 90s.
Well, I mean, it was popular. Maybe it's just a middle school. Maybe everyone just says it in middle school.
Maybe so.
You poser.
Yeah. I feel like there's a movie that really honed in on the poser stuff. I don't know what it is, but I'll look it up. I'll ask your friend. Your friend will be able to tell me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, which movie kept saying poser like it was cool. Figure that out.
It is cool. Still cool. We're bringing it back. Let's bring it back, Baton Rouge.
All right, poser. Meow. All right, more OTB when we come back in hour number 2. Continue breaking down the college football and NFL slates, and we'll do it right here from Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. That is the website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Always remember, you can pick up the phone, give them a call at 225-4GD-WOOD. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. right there on Drusilla Lane in Baton Rouge. And you also, when you go to the website, you can find a full list of services, pricing options for you. You can find, questions that your neighbors have asked with Goodwood right there on the homepage as well. But we fully encourage you, contact them, have a conversation with them, tell them what you're going through, and they're going to be able to help you get the answer you've been looking for. Yourgoodwood.com.
That's right, man. We're talking right to you because, man, we have these bodies, and as we get older, as we age, things start to happen. Things start to malfunction a little bit. Things don't work the way they used to. But don't settle for that mediocrity. Give them a call. Go see them. Get a consultation. So don't settle for that mediocrity. They can help you scientifically, medically, fix anything that is happening with you. So go see them about pricing, their services. Go see them. Yourgoodwood.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Join us for Friday's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Sagamore Spirit Rye. We'll have craft cocktails, someone's winning tickets to the game, and of course a fine premium cigar. Friday's AFR, presented by Sagamore Spirit.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, September 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour two of today's show, they'll continue to break down college and professional ranks and give a little preview of Thursday night football. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour two of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number two of OTB live here from Pro Dreams on Burbank and Baton Rouge. Pro-dreams.com is the website. Go check them out today. All right, so with LSU having an FCS opponent, a lot of times during weeks like this, we'll kind of go around the country, look at some of the biggest games of the weekend in the college landscape and see kind of what's going on. And some of the other teams you're going to be fighting for a college football playoff spot. And so here in this segment, that's what I want to do. And I'm going to give you games in every window. So we do this in the afternoons. I'm going to give you the games in the window, and you tell me if you only had one TV, if you could only focus on one, you can't quad box it, which game you would pick and why. So in the early window, so that noon Eastern on Saturday, you've got Texas Tech and Utah. Texas Tech 17, Utah 16. You've got Arkansas and Memphis. You've got Syracuse and Clemson. You've got Maryland and Wisconsin. You've got SMU and TCU. I believe that rivalry game is something about the skillet, old skillet.
The old skillet?
Something like that.
Frying pan?
Yep, so you got that as well. Of those games, is it the obvious, Texas Tech and Utah?
I would probably go with Texas Tech, Utah, even though it's probably going to be boring. I was really tempted to say Syracuse, Clemson, because it's kind of fun to watch this Clemson thing spiral a little bit. I want to see Dabo just keep exploding a little bit. Also, I'd like to tune to see if he hurts himself running down the hill, because it's coming.
Yeah, that
maybe
was your
that's
bold
why he's
prediction.
mad.
Yeah.
Why? Maybe that's why he was so mad this past week, because the hill's coming for his knees. I'm telling you. But yeah, it's Texas Tech. I mean, it's a top 20 matchup.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, I think, was my sleeper to win or it was my pick to win the Big 12 this year. So, and I hadn't watched them at all this year. So if I'm picking a game, which is this is it's a reach a little bit. This might be one of those times where I go play outside with the kiddos during that point during the day.
Hey, kids, you got my attention. Not because I love you, but because the slate's bad today.
The slate is not great at 11.
Not great,
I can catch these clips on SportsCenter.
We can go outside.
Yeah, this past weekend, there wasn't a lot of playing outside. You know what I mean? I was locked in. There's some good games. But this week, I'm all yours, kids.
All right, and that next window starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so 2 local here. Oregon State and Oregon, Auburn and Oklahoma, Tulane and Ole Miss, Michigan and Nebraska. So you got some good ones there. In the G6, you got James Madison and Liberty.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You're not watching that one. NC State and Duke out of the ACC, Temple and Georgia Tech. Again, the slate. I don't know. Actually, this is more difficult because you do have Auburn, Oklahoma, Tulane, Ole Miss, Michigan, Nebraska.
I don't really care about the Michigan, Nebraska. That's just me.
That's going to be 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Yeah, that's your type of game. Right? That's a sicko. That's an old school football sicko game for sure. The 2 games that the Tulane Ole Miss game, I'm really intrigued to watch that one because how good really is Tulane? We think that they're probably a little bit underrated right now, but not being considered in the top 25. How good is
the
Ole
line
Miss?
went up on that game, by the way. It was 11.5 yesterday, now 13.5 in favor of Ole Miss.
Interesting. I like it. Let's hammer at Louisiana.
Yeah, I might.
I don't know.
Buy a hook.
Is Ole Miss a poser this year?
Some are asking. Posers.
People are talking. But really, it's Auburn, Oklahoma. For me, this is going to be, I think, a really good game, a fun game to watch. You get to see John Mateer, who I think has a really good shot of winning the Heisman this year. You get to go see him perform against an SEC school, and that's what we've been waiting on, right? Can his game translate to the Southeastern Conference week in, week out? And up to this point, we have seen nothing. No kinks in the armor for him. And then you get Jackson Arnold get to go have his opportunity that not many people get.
Yeah.
And that is revenge.
How is that? How is that for you, like as a quarterback? Because you talk about it all the time. The one time you listen to like heavy metal before a game, you threw your first 5 passes basically into the stands.
Yeah, I know.
So like you have to stay like in the zone. You got to stay a little woo-saw and remember the game plan and protections and checks and be on everything you're supposed to be on. But also like I hate them. Yep. I want to hurt them. Yep. I want to go out there and in their stadium, I want to be able to just gladiator style put my arms out and are you not entertained?
Yep, right.
That's what I want to do if I'm Jackson Arnold.
Yeah, if you look at the week preparation leading up to it, like that's where you don't mind staying an extra hour and a half and watching a little bit extra film. You don't mind. You might do about 10, 15 pounds more on the old bench press on a Tuesday. It's just one of those things where you don't need any motivation if you're Jackson Arnold to get that extra prep work. Now, where he has to have good support around him is to say, hey, bud, hey, hand on your shoulder. Hey, it's going to be all right.
Right.
Hey, you need to take a deep breath. I know you're going to be mad and play pissed.
Yeah.
Be mad, but be mad in your preparation.
Yeah.
That's where you need it. That's where you're going to win this game. Be mad in your preparation. Control your emotions.
Yeah.
Because as a quarterback, you can't pin your ears back. You can't play like your hair's on fire. It's a different position. You have to play poised. You have to be in control of your body. Like every time, anybody that's doing things with your fine motor skills, right? So golfers, hitters, pitchers, throwers, kickers, you have to be. You got to be able to take into the nose,
you don't get
the mouth.
You don't get to be like me.
Out to the mouth. That's right. You can't just go bang your head against the wall.
Yeah, you can't Owen Schmidt it and get your helmet and bang your head on your helmet and you're bleeding as you come out for the starting lineup announcements.
You take that energy and you beat them and you put that energy into your preparation. And but at the end of the day, if you're running down the sideline and you scramble a little bit, you might look for contact every now and then.
All right.
You might celebrate, and you might give such a hard fist pump and a fist pump after you score your first touchdown, your arm pops out of socket. Like it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be fun to watch, man. Yeah. I'm really excited about that game.
I am too.
Watching Mateer, watching the whole.
I think it's a good quarterback. Yeah, I think it's a good quarterback matchup. I think it's two teams that had a very mucky game last year, but it was a good game. It's like, does either team want to win this game? Oh, okay. They do. Okay, cool.
Okay,
because it looked like for a while they didn't.
Someone probably has to at some point.
Yeah. So Oklahoma ended up making a play at the end, but I think this version is going to be much better. I am very intrigued by the quarterback matchup. All right, before we go to the next viewing window, I want to remind you about our friends over at Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com. And we tell you all the time, it is not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Mandeville, in Lafayette, throughout this region. They're going to be able to help you. And the best part about it, when you get in contact with them, when you have an issue, they're always going to answer, and you're going to talk to a human being who's going to be able to help you right then, right there. So printers, the interactive whiteboard that we're lucky enough to have one in our office, they can help you out. GCOPnet.com is the website. All right, moving on to the next window here in the college football slate.
You're going to name it. I'm going to sound like a front runner because I'm just going to pick all the big games.
I know. All right, let's start at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. local. You've got West Virginia and Kansas. A little bit later on, you've got South Carolina at Missouri. You got Boise State at Air Force. You've got Florida at Miami. You've got Illinois at Indiana. That's a ranked-on-ranked matchup as well. Illinois right now, the number 9 team in the country. Indiana, number 19. You've got the Apple Cup between Washington and Wazoo. That game is going to be a 6:30 kickoff time, so it falls into this window. You've got Arizona State and Baylor as well. That one's got a little salt to it.
A little juice to that one?
Of those games, you know me.
I know
just like we described, I'm going Illinois, Indiana.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's an easy one. Two well-coached teams right
There's going to be 3 players at minimum that still have a bullhorn face mask in that game. So no posers in that game.
Have you seen the face mask that people are wearing now? I think I saw Micah Parsons one last week. It doesn't even have a top to it. It's just bolted on the side.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Doesn't have a bullhorn.
Yep. Don't like it. I don't like that at all. They're
it's
ugly.
Not alpha enough.
No, they're ugly.
It's like the old school when the first Revolutions came out.
The Revo Speeds.
And Peyton Manning was the only one wearing it. God,
because before that, he had like the longest face mask known to man.
Yep.
It was like 24 inches long.
And he went to that Revolution, baby. That thing was so ugly.
Yeah, I had a Revolution the first year they came out in high school. Mine was more for head size than look.
Yeah, I mean, because you're...
I got a bucket head.
That's probably what Peyton's was,
That's true, too. It's very true.
He might outperform both of us in head size.
He definitely has the red dot. And
forehead for sure.
You and I both had the red dot on our forehead. He's got a square.
Yeah.
Not a dot.
All right. So that's the ranked matchup. The Illinois at Indiana. 2 really good teams that probably should have been the game day location, but I think they went to Indiana last year. So probably not going to do that twice. So that is the game. 2 really well coached teams. I can't sit here and lie to the listeners and say I've been dialed in to their offensive philosophies and what their defensive stats are or anything, but look, it's a ranked matchup. It's at 6:30. It's at prime time. We're all going to be locked in. No, we're not going to be locked in. LSU's playing. Duh.
Did you just tell the people you're not going to be watching LSU?
Nope. I'll be watching them. I'll probably be in the stadium, too. We'll see. Arizona State, Baylor.
It must be a parking pass game.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't have a parking pass yet. I need to get one of those. Arizona State, Baylor, though. I'll be into that one.
Yep.
Be interested to see that one because I'm kind of a Baylor guy.
South Carolina and Missouri. You seen the line on that thing? No. It was 11.5 Missouri. It's now down to 9.5. So Lenore Sellers, I believe, was a concussion last week. Maybe if he's trending like he's going to play, maybe that's why you have some movement there in the line. But how about Missouri? 9.5-point favorite right now against South Carolina. Look, they're 23rd in the country now. They still don't go on the road for 3 more games. They got South Carolina, they've got UMass, and they've got Alabama before they go on the road to take on the Auburn Tigers. I know they hadn't played anybody. I get it. Central Arkansas, Kansas, and Louisiana Lafayette. I understand that. But they're in a great spot. They're in a Bo Perbula's playing awesome. He's got 791 passing yards already, 7 tutters through the air. Ahmad Hardy coming over from Louisiana Monroe, 462 yards already on the ground and 5 touchdowns. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm looking at these games, so I'm looking kind of tired. Like, the night games, the lines are not very good. Like, the closest line is -2.5. That's so Baylor's a 2.5-point favorite over Arizona State. The rest of the lines I see, besides like some of the smaller games, no one's really going to care about unless that's your alma mater. Most of these games are 7+.
So like Tay-Tay and Southeastern against LSU.
Yeah, he's going to be locked in.
Yeah.
He told us yesterday, everybody, that he's cheering for Southeastern to win the game. He's picking them.
He should. It's his alma mater. That's where he went to school.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
He said line up like 12 times yesterday.
It's true. What a poser.
Such a poser.
But, yeah, most of those games in the night, not great. So there are some really good games on Saturday. I'm intrigued by them. But like
there's
the
like
full
5.
slate,
There's like 5 good games, and the rest is hot garbage.
So this segment was it was tough. This was a tough segment to get through because there was pretty much three games that I would actually watch.
Yeah.
And like I said, for 11 o'clock games, I'm playing outside.
Yeah.
We're going to the swing set. Yeah. We're playing catch. We're on the
Dad,
trampoline.
wait a minute. You never want to play at noon on a Saturday. What's going on, Dad? You okay?
Daddy.
It's like, yeah, son. Southern Miss.
No, Daddy, no.
Southern Miss is playing Old Dominion. I don't even know if that's a real game, but we're going to play outside.
Directional school.
Yeah, directional school U. Mm-hmm. And that's what we say here often. So.
Interesting. But there are the good games are good. Yeah. I'm excited. I really am looking forward to the Auburn.
There's some like
game.
real games like with playoff implications. I would throw that into that category. I'd throw Tulane Ole Miss into that category. I'd certainly would throw Indiana Illinois into that category. Arizona State Baylor. You know, for different reasons, like for Indiana and Illinois, it's like I think the Big Ten is probably going to get 4 teams in the college football playoff. The winner of this might be the 4th team.
I'd like to get your opinion, too, when we come back from break, if you think Notre Dame mathematically still has a shot.
We call that a radio tease. Boom. When we come back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing. And when you go to the website, see what they can do for you. Check out the reviews. They are right there on the homepage. 5-star reviews all over the place. Google, Yelp, Facebook. The internet, it hates everything, but it loves Pelican Roofing, and you will as well. If you want to get an idea of what your roof replacement would cost you right now, great tool they have on the website. Instant roof quote. Type in your address. It's going to give an outline of your space and tell you exactly the ballpark that you're in. So go ahead, go there today, find that information. You can also find financing information right there at PelicanRoof.com.
Yeah, financing. We know a new roof. If you have to replace your roof, you're building a house and adding a roof, whatever it is, we know it's a big decision. It's a big financial decision for you and your family. So let them help you with the financing. Go to their homepage on their website at PelicanRoof.com. You can start the financing process there and see how it works. You can get up to 21 months, 0% financing. So go check them out. Let them help you. PelicanRoof.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Join us for Friday's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Sagamore Spirit Rye. We'll have craft cocktails, someone's winning tickets to the game, and of course a fine premium cigar. Friday's AFR, presented by Sagamore Spirit.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC, Pearl Jam, and the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Pro Dreams. Again, pro-dreams.com is the website. Go check out what they've got available, or just come see us here at the shop off Burbank in the same shopping center as the OG Walk-Ons. All right, your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That is code Baton Rouge to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only, and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional Sunday NFL ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket /terms. Limited time offer. That means it doesn't last forever. It's limited.
Slash.
Cordell Stewart.
Nobody's. No. Well, okay, the chat will remember that. They're old enough to remember that with us.
Yeah.
It was called Slash. Just Slash.
If you're old enough to say the word poser, you know Cordell Stewart.
Poser. All right. So we got some decent games in the Southeastern Conference. It's starting to take its shape a little bit. You've had a game here, a game there. Some have had, the opportunity to play, like Ole Miss played Kentucky. Kentucky played Ole Miss early in the season. But, you've gotten at least, an idea of what's going on in the SEC. You get a better idea certainly this week. But from what you've seen, sir, where are you at right now with maybe the top pecking order? Because that was a lot of the question that I've been getting over on Off Campus. It's like, okay, well, do we really have a clear favorite right now in the SEC? I don't think you have a clear favorite. In years past, you certainly have had that. But I think there's a group of teams. Now, I don't know how many teams you're putting in that category that still have championship qualities to them.
Yes. I'm probably, if I'm having to rank power rankings in the SEC, how can you not start with Georgia probably? The way Gunnar Stockton's playing right now, playing pretty well. We talked a lot about Gunnar coming into the season. We were a little on the fence with him, a little bit questionable on how he's going to play. Yes, very talented kid. A freshman last year, having to come into a tough situation and did some really nice things. but it kind of looked like it was some of the nice things he did was a little bit on accident. Like he scrambled and athletically was able to get out of the pocket, and he made some plays that weren't, made some really good plays, but it wasn't like working the offense. We weren't going through my first, second, third read, then hitting a check down. But we have to remember that he's a young kid. He's a young quarterback, and I think he's starting to kind of get into a little bit more of a rhythm. They get the big win, it's again, you can't let the hairline fool you. He's still a young kid, and he is very talented, and he's starting to play with that offense. So I think they're going to be dangerous. Obviously, Georgia's always going to be a tough out. Kirby Smart is the man. Are we ready to? I mean, I'm always going to say LSU. LSU is like
LSU's in that conversation.
That's
LSU's the highest ranked team.
Yeah, of course,
in the AP poll.
And they should be. Offensively, we know where we're at, but LSU's always going to be my chalk answer. It's still who I'm picking. But I'm trying to kind of talk. Are we ready to start talking about A&M a little bit?
I think so. That's kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about this.
I mean, what a great win!
It's a great win.
And I'm not a Texas A&M guy, but I was cheering for him against Notre Dame because I'm so anti Notre Dame. I'm for whoever.
You're anti-independent.
That's right. If you are an enemy of my enemy, you're kind of my friend a little bit. You know what I mean? So I was Marcel Reed playing well. So athletically, we know where he is.
Yeah.
We know how good he can be. We saw it firsthand last year. Can he become a pocket passing quarterback consistently?
Right.
Can he get through his progressions? Can he get a good pre-snap read, a post-snap read? Well, he's kind of proven that he can. So far, so good. I mean, rubber will meet the road plenty of times this season in the SEC play. But to this point, I don't have it pulled up right now. I had it pulled up yesterday. Really good stats. I think he had something like eight or nine touchdowns to one interception. Really, really high QB rating. Really, really high completion percentage. And he is starting to trend and show, at least on the Vegas stats, in the Heisman odds.
Yep. That's a big game for them, and they get a chance to take a week off before they host the Auburn Tigers. A&M does, so that's going to be obviously a big contest there, a big challenge for them. But they do have a bye week. You've got not this week, but next. Like that's really when you start to see maybe who can separate themselves. Like in the SEC, you've got Notre Dame and Arkansas, LSU, Ole Miss, Auburn and Texas A&M. Tennessee, Mississippi State, Alabama, and Georgia.
Go.
So not this week, but next week. That really, because is Alabama back into that conversation? Is Ty Simpson, who's playing incredibly well right now, highest quarterback rating in the SEC? Can they go on the road? Can they go to Athens and make any noise and kind of quiet some of that stuff that, the Bama is burning stuff that was talked about in week number 1?
Yeah, it'll be, Ty Simpson is playing well, even though they have the big opening week loss to Florida State. If anybody that we're talking to knows anything about opening week losses, it would be us. And we know that you can bounce back. We know that you can play well. So no season is dead after an opening season loss. So let's give everyone the benefit of the doubt from that. I'm looking forward to a good game there. Playing Georgia on the road is always going to be tough, especially with if Gunnar Stockton continues to kind of increase his production levels and increase the way he can play within a system. So, looking forward to that. I don't want to look too far ahead of this weekend, of course, but certainly, just like you said, how about Notre Dame playing a decent amount of teams? Kind of shocking to me.
Well, it was
in the conference, though, you bums.
It was the reason why, every year you have a preseason top 10 team that finishes outside the top 25. It's almost like an absolutes. I was like, well, I'm going to go with Notre Dame because of their first 3 games that they're going to play. Really, their first 3 tough games. Mm-hmm. If they lose to Miami and A&M, which they did, it's like, all right, you lose one more, you're out.
Yep.
You're out of the top 25. And haven't been bad losses. They've been one play away, really, in both games. But, Arkansas is good enough to beat Notre Dame.
Next week, I will be yelling Suey.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll be calling the Hogs?
Yep, we're calling the Hogs next weekend. Watching that game.
This guy really hates Notre Dame.
I really don't like them.
You know
why?
You've said.
It's not that I don't like their traditions. I love their traditions. I love their uniforms. I love the gold helmet. I love when they go to the green. I love everything about them. I don't respect them. That's the thing. That's the difference maker. I don't respect you, Notre Dame, and I know it's going to shake your world when you hear that I said that. For sure, that means a lot. But I don't respect you because you're not in a conference and you're a bunch of wimps. You freaking turds.
All right, with peace and love, of course.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break.
They're pretty good.
When we come back, former LSU pitcher Will Helmers is going to join us here at Pro Dreams. We'll have that for you when we jump back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to boudreauxelectrical.com. It is not too late for you to get that whole home generator that we talk about. I know there's been activity already in the Gulf, but it is not too late. They have over 80 generators in stock right now, ready to go. With Boudreaux's, it's more power, it's more protection on the North Shore. 985-397-1562 in the greater Baton Rouge area. 225-300-9389. Call them today. Have them come out. They'll slab it up, install it, and you'll be ready to go for this storm season.
That's right, and it's not too late. I mean, we know we're pretty deep in the hurricane season, but look, it's South Louisiana. Our power went out yesterday because of a little windstorm, a little quick rain. You never know what's going to happen with the weather, but always be protected. Always be ready. Have that peace of mind. And right there, you can start the process. There's a big red button on their homepage at boudreauxelectrical.com. You can request a free Generac quote. So get the process started today. Protect your family. Protect your home. Protect your things. Protect the food in your freezer, too. Be the envy of your neighborhood. Keep the lights on. boudreauxelectrical.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Well, premature there, bud.
Well, you just got to be on top of it. Heard dead air, and I said, hey, I'm just going to shoot my shot.
We're going to go.
Turns out my shot was a little too early. That's all right, though.
It's okay.
We're here. Pro Dreams, pro-dreams.com. And you see Will Helmers, former LSU pitcher, has joined the show now. Just like us, part of the G team over there with Gordon McKernan. So what's up, man? How we doing?
Not a whole lot, man. Just thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
I expected you to bring some Jell-O shots from Omaha.
Oh, man. I still got plenty of stash at my house. They shipped about 400 of them down that I didn't finish. But here I am, still alive.
Oh, man, it was great content, and I know you're doing a lot of stuff there with Gordon. Louisiana Loaded, you got the hat on there. But, man, the ultimate hype man there in Omaha. You had to be, like, by the time you got done with Omaha, I know you had to be like, okay, that was a great experience, but I need, like, a 4-day nap.
Yeah, I got a few days off after that one. But that was after, like, day 4. I was, like, struggling, man.
Yeah.
Doing 888 shots a day.
But you can still do that. What are you, 25, 20?
Not even, man.
24?
Appreciate that. 23.
Okay. 23.
Oh,
23.
God. Well, the world is your oyster.
Okay, so I don't need you complaining about naps or anything.
No,
you send us old guys to Omaha and do a couple Jell-O shots. Like after day 1, we need a rest day.
How many could you do in a day, you think?
Jell-O shots?
Jell-O shots.
Oh, I can put them down.
So you just talked about your old. Then you got challenged, and the old athlete came out of it.
It was like immediate.
But it's like the first day of vacation. It's like you go really hard, but then you got to have that rest day.
Yeah.
For us, you don't need a rest day. You're 23, so
no
whatever.
rest days allowed.
That's right, no rest days. But
yeah,
it's pretty good. So let me ask you this: was it? So now we're in the midst of football season right now. So as a former athlete now, how do you take in like the game day experience? Do you kind of try to every day in Baton Rouge relive a little bit of the Omaha experience? You go out there and you party a little bit, you tailgate?
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Even when I was at LSU playing baseball, we did that.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
We had
fair
practice
enough,
Saturday morning, and then you roll out to the tailgates and you let it rip. And so I'm still doing that. Still doing that. Yeah. And now I'm just kind of videoing it. Letting the rest of Louisiana see for north, south, and everybody outside of Louisiana.
Awesome.
So it's been a lot of fun just getting that new experience, even outside of just LSU athletics and being an LSU athlete. It's pretty unique. It really is.
Well, speaking of new experiences, Court to Table is also right down the street here from where we're at. Pickleball looked like a new experience for you, and it turns out that maybe being an athlete and being a pickleball athlete might be a little different.
I mean, a little different. I'm not the lateral guy. I prefer to go down the mound.
You're north-south.
I'm north-south guy.
Okay. You're fullback.
Pickleball. I mean, Court to Table. It's an awesome location.
Yeah.
They did it up right, and all the investors over there and what they did, just an outstanding place to host a venue or go eat lunch or have a whatever. It's an awesome place.
Yeah, so I've kind of heard that I need to get there. I need to bring the kids there because it's like, as parents of younger kids, like it's priceless when you can find a place where you can eat and let them just kind of go.
Yep.
Roam. And let them roam. And, sometimes you go to restaurants with a group of people and you let them roam in places you probably shouldn't let them roam. Like, the restaurant's probably not that cool with it, but they don't say anything to you because you got a big group.
Or sometimes they do say something to you. You know who you are. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, take it easy, pal. Relax. But, that's pretty valuable. So, I've heard that I got to go there and, that the food's actually, pretty great. It's not like what you would expect from,
the menus. It's a stud.
Why did we deflect from how the pickleball contest went when he played a pro pickleballer?
You're right.
We were trying to get the score.
I'd much rather talk about food. Much rather talk about food than how bad I am at pickleball.
But you can get the score in second.
Okay. You talked about being a pickleballer a little bit, Flynn. I mean, look.
I played 3 times.
Baseball players and quarterbacks are always good at ping pong. There's a ping pong table everywhere that you go. Quarterbacks, baseball players. So I just thought maybe it would translate to the pickleball court.
I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was pretty bad. Close enough.
There's so many
people
not
want to go back.
There's so many people playing pickleball now. I'm sure there's a pretty big skill gap between the beginners.
If you see somebody bring their own paddle and they unzip it, just get out of there.
Roll.
Yeah, you don't need to be there.
Pull it out of their fanny pack.
You're not about that life, and that's okay. But they are.
They are.
And they know that.
So your college career, obviously by the end of your college career, like NIL was in full force.
Yeah,
Now, when you first got to LSU,
it hadn't even started.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so it started my sophomore year. I guess kind of in the middle, the end of that year.
What was it like being like in school when you didn't have it, and then all of a sudden you have it, and it probably starts slow a little bit, but by the end of your career, I mean, full force.
It was full force.
Yeah.
And so, to me, like just being at LSU was enough for me. And I was a local kid from New Orleans, and I just wanted to be at LSU, so it wasn't ever a big deal to get paid or whatever.
Right.
But to see it kind of take shape into what it is now, and what all these guys like Gordon are doing with I think we have 13 football athletes, and 2 cheerleaders, and just it's taken so much shape to what football and college sports is today. It's good. It's great for kids.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Gordon was on the forefront of it too.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was first. I mean, out of the gate. He's a huge part of this community and everything that he does. And so, being able to support LSU sports and LSU football especially, it's huge. And that's how you win games now in college football. That's the only way to win.
Question. But I mean, we're seeing, where LSU's roster is now to where it was a year ago. It's like you put NIL dollars into it, and it's like it turns out you can cover some receivers if you do that.
Right. Tenfold.
Well, so why do you think that Gordon McKernan wants to be such a force in the NIL world? From an outsider looking in, it seems like it's just because he cares that much about LSU athletics.
You're
and
exactly
he wants
right.
that. I don't, for the profession that it is, it's probably like the first thing people would think of from a marketing standpoint. But that like he wants to give back to the community so bad. And
that's just who he is.
Yeah.
He loves everything LSU and LSU sports especially. And so he's going to do everything he can to make sure that he puts, fans and athletes in a winning environment. And that's what, that's what you're brought here to do at LSU is win.
No.
You're supposed to win. And, when you're surrounding yourself with good players and good people in the community, everything adds up, and, you're seeing what happens. In baseball and basketball. And
I was about to say it's not just football.
No, it's not.
I mean, obviously, I mean, baseball. It feels like you got a ton of athletes there as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and it gives. I mean, LSU's special in college baseball. Like I try to explain that to people on my SiriusXM show. They're like, college baseball. I'm like, you don't understand. Like this is like the major league team here, but still, like to put college baseball players out in front like that. I mean, Gordon, for me at least, that I saw was like the first one to really push college baseball in the NIL space.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and college baseball, like you're saying here, I mean, it's different than everywhere else, and it's one of the only, it's football and baseball here, for the most part.
Yeah.
And this is a baseball, football town, and there's not a lot of places like that. So when Gordon kind of went into this NIL world, I think he saw that as an opportunity. Let's push out baseball, let's push out football, and see what happens. And it's obviously turned out, and NIL has grown so much, and I think it's only going to continue to grow in every way. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So tell us what your kind of what your role is, kind of like what's your day to day is like, because we saw the content, we saw the different things that you're doing, but like kind of what are the things on the horizon for you? What are you doing kind of day in, day out with Gordon McKernan?
That might be the toughest question. It's different every day.
Asking the tough questions here on OTB. All right?
It's different every day. I mean, I do a lot of stuff. So we started the Louisiana Loaded thing, him and I, where I kind of go around Louisiana showcasing everything.
So throughout the state?
Oh, all over Louisiana.
Yeah, awesome.
North, south, Shreveport, Dularge, Cutoff, Grand wherever.
See, he gives me the cities when I ask you all to give me Louisiana cities because.
Well, he don't know.
Yeah, I know he's from Texas. That's true.
That's true.
I know. Okay,
I told you.
Fair enough.
I'll give you St. George.
Right down the road.
Right down the road. Right across Bluebonnet.
Yeah, so like when you go to these different cities, like where is that content? Like where can people find it? And kind of like where are some things you are doing?
Yeah. So I mean, it's all over any Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you got it on YouTube. Yeah. So I'm just going around. Basically, the idea is to showcase Louisiana culture, for people in Louisiana and for people outside of Louisiana. Yep. And so whether that's going to eat, going to drink at a bar, going to hunt, going to fish, doing, everything Louisiana was made for. And so
coolest thing you've done so far
coolest
doing Louisiana
thing I've done? Yeah. I mean, Omaha was pretty sweet.
That's true.
Yeah,
okay. Got to take
second
that out there.
Let's see. A couple weeks ago, I took 3 or 4 baseball guys bow fishing.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. I had a good time.
Where'd you go out of?
We went out of the Chef over there. You probably don't know what that is. Yeah, I figured. You know where Slidell is?
I do.
Close to that.
There you go. Perfect.
in the marsh.
See, I've got times I've gone out to Hopedale.
Yeah. Sweet spot. That's just a little further south. But we went, close in the marsh out of Slidell, and they had a good time. Made a cool video out of it. And
now, was it baseball players that have been through that from this area, or was it baseball players that had no clue what to do?
Kason Evans, Jake Brown, and Stephen Milam.
Okay.
So they got it after a while. I mean, bow fishing's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
It's tough. And so, you got to get the hang of it a little bit. But they got the hang of it, and we had a good time.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, before we let you go, and again, Will Helmers is our guest here on OTB. Outlook for this baseball season.
Man.
I mean, it feels like they got a lot of Jimmys and a lot of Joes coming back. And, of course, Jay, leading the helm there, you're going to always have an opportunity. But it feels like, you won a national championship, and I know you're going to lose players from a team like that, but it really feels like they did a good job of trying to replace those players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the easiest time to recruit is after you win a national championship. Yeah. And, I've seen, they take, guys on visits every week, up here to football games, and, it's immediate. Commit. So it's easy to recruit, and they've got some studs that came in this year on the mound. That, the pitching staff's going to be great, obviously, with Coach Yeski and everybody that, does everything with that. And, it's Jay Johnson.
Yeah.
So he's the Nick Saban of college baseball, and that's what he's preached since he's gotten here to the players.
Yeah.
Is that's what he wants to be. He wants to be Alabama football for college baseball.
So Matt and I played for Coach Saban here.
Yeah.
And when Jay found that out, he's he'll pick your brain about little bitty things, and that's the thing. So I tell this story all the time, but I met Jay when I was playing for the Chargers during the lockout year. We were working out at the University of San Diego.
Oh, my gosh.
When Jay was there. And there was this guy, and he was grinding all the time. He was in the weight room, and he was always working with the players. I'm like, who is this dude? This guy's always here. We can't be here, and he's not here. And I introduced myself to him, and it was Jay Johnson.
Oh,
and it's so, years later, obviously I'm doing radio, and it's hey, LSU needs a new coach. And it's Jay Johnson, Arizona. I'm like, you got to get that guy.
Grinder.
I called.
I saw him doing curls.
I called when he's working players out. I kind of called Scott. I'm like, Scott, he goes, we're on top of it.
Hey, relax, bud.
We know what we're doing. I'm like, but you got to go get Jay Johnson. So I've never met somebody even with Coach Saban. He's got all the traits of that, but it's hard to go over there and not see his car in the parking lot
every day.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, no kids, no pets. Loves his wife. I don't know how much, but he loves baseball.
He does. He says baseball is his kids.
He says all the time. That's how he treats it. Take it from me. He treats those players like his kids, and that's why he's so successful.
Yep, looking forward to another great baseball season. Will, we appreciate it, man.
Man, thank you guys for having me.
Where can they find the Louisiana Loaded? I know you mentioned is it on Aggie Gordon? Is it on different places?
At Louisiana Loaded, totally separate. Yeah, so it's linked together, but separate.
Yeah. No, for sure.
At Louisiana Loaded on all social media platforms.
All right, check that out. And, G Team's always got something going on as well. Aggie Gordon's the handle there for their social media. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB live from Pro Dreams when we come back here on this Thursday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com is the website. Buying new, leasing, renting, every single thing is available. So if you want to go watch the Tigers play this fall, maybe you want to go to Norman, Tuscaloosa, Oxford, Nashville, all these places, they've got these great road games. It is not too early. You can go ahead and reserve that rental. Per day rental prices. Every single vehicle is always available. Call Miss Lisa Sessions in that rental department today. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
That's right. If you're in the market right now, if it's that time of life where it's just time for an upgrade, it's time for a new car, maybe your kids are turning 16, you got to get something really safe, really reliable for them, whatever it is. I know you're looking at me, Jake. It's time for you too, buddy. Time for you to go to All-Star Toyota. So if whatever it is, a brand new car, whether it's a used car, long-term lease, per day rental, whatever it is, give them a call. Let them help you. Let them put you in the perfect car for whatever your needs are. So go see them. Go visit them. allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Join us for Friday's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Sagamore Spirit Rye. We'll have craft cocktails, someone's winning tickets to the game, and of course a fine premium cigar. Friday's AFR, presented by Sagamore Spirit.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We are here live from Pro Dreams on Burbank. If you're wondering where it's at, it is in the same shopping center as the OG Walk-Ons.
Yeah, if you have if you hadn't been, come take a look. It's perfect time to do it Saturday too during game day. They'll be open. They'll also have, I think they said 5-6 locations around the stadium where they'll have different memorabilia set up, whether it's jerseys, whether it's helmets, whatever it is. But they got everything here from sports memorabilia to pop culture memorabilia, you name it. And also what they specialize here in too at Pro Dreams is if you have an event where you raise money, where your company raises money for a different organization, charitable foundations, whatever it is, they can come set up. This silent auction items there. It really takes the event to the next level. People get excited about silent auctions for Drew Brees jerseys and Skip Bertman autographs and things like that. So, and they will donate a part of the proceeds back. So it's really a risk-free addition to any event that you could have. Get in Pro Dreams and come set up one of those silent auctions at your event. So come by, come see them, come talk to the gang. They're great people, great to work with, and a really, really cool spot.
No question about it. I'm glad to be here every single Thursday for any home game for LSU football. Appreciate Will Helmers for dropping by. Always a good time to talk about LSU baseball. Very cool thing, Louisiana Loaded, that he's doing throughout the state of Louisiana. And
have you been bow fishing before?
Very few times.
I've only been
twice. Because I'm like, you know me, like most things I do, I'm a little redneck, old school. Like I just like to get a line in the water and just hang out.
It's a fun hangout, the old bow fishing. Got to aim low.
Quicker than, quicker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go fishing. You can sit there for 3 hours.
Trust me, like I would grew up going fishing. I didn't do any growing up in Texas, I didn't saltwater fish a lot. So
no, I mean, I didn't either growing up in North Louisiana. Yeah, we had lakes. We had Cross Lake, Caddo Lake, Bistineau, Toledo Bend.
Yeah.
You could look in any direction and you had a lake that had some good fishing in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Lake Tyler. We did most of our fishing in Lake Palestine, but
home of Adrian
Peterson, Palestine High School.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Maybe the best highlight tape I've ever seen.
Well, yeah. One of the best running backs you've ever seen, period, at all levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was largemouth bass, it was striped bass, it was crappie, aka sac-a-lait, perch, bluegill, all that stuff. So I got down here. I hadn't fished as much in Louisiana that I should have, because I love fishing, I love hunting, but I just hadn't. You play sports when you're here, so there's not a lot of time.
I tell people all the time, it's like, you grow up and you do something, and certainly if you were hunting, right, and you do it, and you can do it when you're playing high school football, whatever, and then you get here and you're like, I'm going to keep doing that. I've done that. That's, I don't have to. I'm doing it on the bye week.
Yeah,
I'm going to go and we're going to get in a stand bye week, and then bye week comes, you're like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I got a pulled hammy right now. Got bruises all over my brain.
Yeah.
And then you come in here as a full-grown adult with family. It's a little bit different. Making excuses, but I have been bow fishing, and it was fun. Kind of a little bit cheating, but it's cool.
How's it cheating?
I mean, you just shoot them with an arrow, then you spotlight them. They don't have to bite anything,
That's fair.
It's kind of like if you just went out there with a huge
dictating the game, huh?
You just have a huge treble hook and you just started foul hooking things.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, it's fun. That is not a knock. I love it.
I want to check out, all the things Will's doing, because that'd be very, very cool to go out, throughout the state of Louisiana. Yes, even North Louisiana people. Don't be a hater. There's a lot of stuff going on up there, up in North Louisiana. So appreciate that. Appreciate his time. Appreciate him coming and hanging out with us there. And again, part of the G team. All right, I want to remind you before we get out of here, in this segment, about our friends over at Supreme Rice. Since the 1930s, as you know, Supreme Rice has delighted their customers from jambalaya, etouffee, stews, red beans, gumbos. I mean, tailgating, go ahead and just get Supreme Rice. It is the go-to rice. Jasmine rice being the personal favorite there, but they got multiple kinds, obviously, as you know. I mean, you got brown rice, you've got whatever, long grain, medium grain.
Jasmine rice.
Flynn harps on the jasmine rice, but they have other options. You can pick up a bag at your Rouse's, Walmart, Kroger, and all your AG food stores. I mean, truly the best. I mean, you go to Crowley, Louisiana, and, I mean, they are everywhere. They take care of that city. They're such a big part of Southwest Louisiana as well. So go to the website today or go to your local store. That website is supremerice.com. Hour 3 of OTB coming back your way.
Off the bench.
All right, go to, Rouse's.com. When you go to Rouse's, you can't pick up that Supreme Rice, but you can pick up so many things over at Rouse's. You can get your tailgate ready. Actually, here's what you do. You come see us tomorrow morning. We're going to be at Rouse's. We're there every Friday during the football season. They've got the breakfast bar. You come, have your breakfast, sit down, listen to the show, listen to it live, come hang out with us. We got multiple people that do that every single week. And then once you're done, then you go out to the Rouse's and you get your tailgating package ready to go. Like whatever you're cooking up this weekend for Southeast Louisiana, you do it at Rouse's, Rouse's.com.
That's right. We all know, it's you have a lot of options when you go grocery shopping, but shop with the people that are local, that care, that give back to the community. So if we're either buying Dos Equis, whether you're buying Supreme Rice or My High, whatever it is, go get your groceries right there, Rouse's Market.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, September 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 91 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal in our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
It's like your reads. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Jake Flynn. And that third voice here is Trey, of course, owner here at Pro Dreams. Pro-Dreams.com is the website. He's good enough to let us come hang out and do the show here every home game on Thursdays during the football season. Trey, what's going on? How we doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Everything good?
Everything's good.
How was the LSU Florida game? Because I was here in the shop that morning. Very cool. College game day was on. You had people all around. You set up the coffee bar for us, which was very, very cool. So it was a great vibe in the store. How was setting up for one of those big-time LSU Florida games?
We are very blessed with our relationship with LSU. We have 7 locations on campus on a day like last Saturday. So we were wide open with employees running around, setting up locations and stands, and we did more sales in a 4-hour period than we did all last month. So it's been
where do you pull from your talent pool for employees? I mean, I'm sure like you kind of gotta like beef it up a little bit for game days, but it's not like an everyday deal. Where do you pulling the talent?
From LSU.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
It's a very easy hiring process politically. Just you're hired.
Yes. Can you lift that box?
Yeah.
You got it in the air. You're hired.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Very easy.
That's right. Ready to go.
Yeah.
I got sent like a ton of pictures over the weekend. People on social media that had bought something from one of the booths. a helmet with a certain inscription on it made its way in front of me a couple,
I think I'm
couple of different
sold out.
times.
Hold on, sign this helmet real quick. Need some more
Hey,
inventory.
it is funny, like the inventory in Trey's brain, Matt. Like he's got it, like it's in there or whatever. And I was signing some stuff on Saturday, and there was 3 guys came in from Colorado, and they're like, "Hey, we want something." But we were on a plane. And Trey's like going through all the different things in his head. He's like, blah, 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 blah. We got footballs. All right, we got 3. Go get 3 in the back there. And it's like the inventory you have in your head is impressive.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That was cool to have those guys from out of town that never been to a game before, and
they heard us talking about this on the radio.
And they came
Colorado,
in and bought something. So those advertising dollars are working.
So how did it go with? So we saw the Florida, the ugly Florida helmet, the Tim Tebow sign. Did you have a lot of Gator fans coming in and buying some Florida stuff?
So we use an artist, Becky Foss. She's probably the #1 artist in New Orleans and Baton Rouge right now, and she paints a big gator. So that was a very popular art item. So we did sell to a lot of Florida fans this weekend.
Nice. Ugh, that's gross.
Hey, they're bringing dollars here to Pro Dreams. Like
that's right.
The color of money is green.
You should get.
I don't care where it comes from.
You should get Marco Wilson to sign him throwing a shoe, and then sell that.
That
I don't know.
good.
I don't know if
That would
Florida
sell.
fans or LSU fans would buy that. But
LSU fans for sure, right? So how does it work? So they come in at the tables around the stadium or in the shop here, and they're from out of town. They pick the items they want, whether it's the inventory's in your brain or whether it's sitting right here, and you ship it. They paying and you shipping.
So we kind of have a little bit of both. We have options for all customers, no matter what they're buying. They could either take it right then and there, they can get it shipped to them, or pick it up at our brand new retail location here at 3930 Burbank Drive in Baton Rouge.
Awesome.
who are some of the current LSU guys that y'all are working with? Because when Matt and I were playing, like
we had to wait.
Oof, my gosh! Like, don't you dare sign an autograph that you think's going to be sold. And look, the landscape's changing. NIL, and it's great, and players can come in. And really, this is like the true spirit of what NIL was supposed to be.
For sure,
was memorabilia and autograph signings and come hang out. So, like, what are you currently doing with LSU right now?
Yesterday, we had Barry on here in the store. We had Trey Des here. They signed a couple of helmets and footballs and stuff. So we're really excited about the new class coming in and just some of the new talent. But it is cool to see. Specifically, Barry on yesterday was walking around looking at our Michael Jordan jersey.
Yeah.
And he was just in awe. Like, he just stared at it. And he couldn't get his brain past, like, that's $12,000.
Right.
Like, he was in shell shock. And he just kept asking me, like, someone's going to buy that. 2 hours later, we sold it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one right there?
$12,000 yesterday.
And it's got the lights on it and everything.
Yeah. It's got a little LED around it. So it's cool to see young players excited about memorabilia and just putting a little money in their pocket for something that they've built on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
He was probably staring at him like he's too young to like realize. I mean, he knows who Michael Jordan is, probably wears the shoes and everything, but like people that got to see him play live and in person.
Yeah, he might know Michael Jordan through the LeBron versus Michael debate.
Yeah, exactly. That's
exactly. And me and my son have all the time.
That's right.
Yeah,
The remake. Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. So when you were, I'm curious, like in this whole like NIL landscape, I'm so curious, like the fine details of like the business side of working with an athlete. So how do you get to these players? Do you have to call 3 people that connect to do these players have agents? Do they have friends and family? Like, how does all that get even started?
So how do I get to players is the secret sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell the very first time I ever got to a player, I was so excited right after the Saints won the Super Bowl. Never met a real player, like a real professional athlete at the time. And they made this huge advertisement that they were going to have this after party for the Saints at the hotel in Biloxi.
Yep.
So I walk into this after party, and I'm so excited that I see Pierre Thomas walking, and the crowd was kind of not paying attention, so I ran after him. We flew through this door, and I go to ask him for his autograph. I said, "Mr. Pierre, can I have your autograph, please?" He said, "Can I finish using the restroom?"
No.
So,
nope.
One of my very first autographs that I was looking for tackled Pierre Thomas in the restroom. And it just kind of went from there through Instagram DMs, through social media, just reaching out to players. And then either they handle me or they pass a lot of them, and especially the new guys, as the parents or maybe, an agent. And then once you treat a customer or a client well, they kind of pass your name to the next guy, and we go from there.
I thought you were about to tell me the secret sauce is waiting outside the bathroom. Everybody's got to go, even the famous people.
Yeah.
What is
number
wrong
1 or
with
number
you?
2?
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Ratings just fell.
That's right. Just want to know how much time I have.
Yeah.
What?
All right, next topic.
Some of the some of the Saints stuff. Obviously, it's like we were talking about it. Like you're looking for a face, maybe face of the franchise right now. It is. Look, I mean, all the great stuff. Like Drew still sells really well. You got Manning, Ricky Jackson, Taysom Hill.
Jackson sells well.
as
We're
well.
really close. But if you're talking about Saints as a brand, you're selling 10-1 LSU to Saints stuff right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's that drastic.
10-1.
10-1.
Is when the Saints are good, what is that number? It's still probably heavy. I mean,
10-3 probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why. Just them as a brand. I don't want to talk bad about the Saints because they're the Saints. But
Yeah, we're a Saints show. No,
yeah,
you're good.
It's tough if it's not Drew.
Yeah.
I got a question just from because we've talked about Hester and I are kind of like into the sports card world, and there's like you sell the hype a lot in the sports card world before the hype of potential. Is that kind of the same in the memorabilia world? Because
you sell the wave for sure.
Yeah.
One of our biggest examples was Mason Taylor when we beat Alabama in overtime.
Yeah.
We had a signing already lined up. It was just a stroke of luck that we had him on Wednesday. So by Friday, we had a next home game. We had product on the table of the photo of him diving in the end zone signed.
Oh, my God.
We sold 6,000 of them. Pictures of them. I mean, it was a lot. Like, it was crazy timing. And now, I can't give I love Mason. He was awesome and great family lineage, but I can't sell a Mason Taylor autograph to save my life right now.
Yeah.
So it's just timing. It's just timing.
You better start getting some
So you're
Rattler
saying
jerseys.
that Florida picture down there in the corner,
timing of last week. I won't sell one until next year.
Right. But if I would have in 2007, if NIL would have been a thing,
you could have made a lot of money together.
Oh man.
Yeah. And we still have. We've done well.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But when I was trying to check the couch cushions to see if we go to the movies.
The one thing
I needed it.
You keep asking about the NIL situation, and the thing that I just keep going back to is a guy like both of y'all that by the time you got back to Baton Rouge, were you an accessible athlete that had already passed NFL, you had already passed, now you're in retirement age. People still want it, but it's not as hype
for sure.
as a guy on the field.
Right.
So in the era of a Dylan Cruz, when he was hit a home run, I already had product on the table. They'd walk by and go,
"It's true.
I want that jersey now," because he just walked it off.
Yeah.
So it was that instant gratification and that instant.
That's a great point. I didn't think about that because so no matter what your career is at LSU, if it's a really good one, you go play professionally.
Right.
And so when you go play professionally, you don't have the time. You just don't have you can't come back to Baton Rouge for a signing, and you can't really sign 100 jerseys or whatever. So back then, by the time you came back, I mean, it's still popular, but you lost that timing that we're talking about. But now that timing can go away because if Nussmeier throws for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, well, you got Nussmeier product in here right now. Or whoever, you know what I mean.
It's like he hadn't signed yet. No, but a guy, especially in baseball, he'll go play in Middle America in the Cape Cod League for 4 years, chasing the dream, and he didn't want to come back to Baton Rouge for a couple $1,000 and sign autographs. That doesn't make sense. So, and then on the second part of that, the NIL has kind of hurt us a little bit because they're seeing the big revenue dollars for someone serving chicken out of a window for 2 hours that is worth $30,000 to them.
Right.
Well, they have an infinite amount of inventory that they could use. They could put it on Publix ad. They can put it on a shirt. They can put it on a billboard. We have a finite number of inventory that we have to break that down per what that costs per athlete.
Yeah.
So it's tough to ask an athlete to come here for X amount of dollars because we have to divide that by how many pieces we have for the fair market value for that item for a customer to walk through the door and pay for that autograph.
Right.
So it is a tough memorabilia ask for NIL right now.
Okay. I guess that makes sense too.
Yeah.
And then for you, I mean, look, you got the cost of the helmet. You got the cost of the athlete that had to come in here.
They say a lot with the new conversations of what is fair market value for that athlete's autograph. That has to be divided by what's on the national market. Right. What I can sell it on eBay for, what I can sell it in the store for. I can't ask a customer to pay $1,000 for a guy that's barely even proved on the field yet.
Right.
So we'll see. It's definitely a moving target.
Yeah. So I know one of your big things that y'all do here are the silent auctions at different events, whether it's a charity event or a big group raising money or a corporate event, things like that.
Yeah, y'all were doing one at the event we spoke at last Friday, I believe, at La Cook.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, so what you got anything cool planned? Any events cool or that you just did that stuck out to you?
Yeah, we have a big event tonight, actually, Thursday night that we're raising money for. We're a no-risk opportunity to where we bring all the items that you see here in the store, set it all up. We're a full-service provider for an auction company, so it takes the risk out of a company throwing an auction or having to go buy items somewhere and having to resell them and hope they get more money for them. If your silent auction, this is probably an unpopular statement, but if you're a silent auction chair for a fundraiser and that's your main source of revenue, you've already lost.
Yeah.
Like your real dollar should come from ads or sponsorship or table sales or alcohol sales. Like, so we kind of took the guesswork out of auctions.
Yeah.
A lot of times it'll ruin a relationship too when you're a business owner and all you do is, man, they're calling again for that soap basket. Like, we're not gonna take that call. So you know,
so y'all, so there's no risk. So you'll come in there, they call you, and it's really basically you're going in there and like you're setting everything up on your dime, and then actually giving part of the proceeds back to that
so whatever
organization.
sells, we use a unique bidding style. It's called every bid wins. That means every person that write their name down wins one of those items. So we can sell 3, 4, 5 of those items instead of just one.
Interesting.
And the charity will raise 3 times as much as more, however many times you sell it. That's why I needed to sign 600 jerseys that one time.
Okay, so you have like a starting bid, and if you write your name down,
you get the first one. If you're the first one to bid on it, you're taking that item home tonight.
Oh, cool.
After that, it goes up in $25 increments, right? And then so the next person will just have to ship them one.
Yeah. I mean, it encourages people to go be the first one.
To be the first one because you pay the lowest price and you take it home tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
I haven't either.
I'd be like,
it gets them every time. It gets them every time because they're like, oh, I want this, this, and this.
Yeah.
It prevents a couple of things too. Throughout the night, you know how much money you're raising.
Yeah.
2, it prevents the old line after an event that you see of 50 people trying to check out, and nobody wants to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know. So
does it look like when the event starts? Does it look like the shoppers at Target, like on Black Friday, like they're all at the door, like trying to pull the door open?
Maybe sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Sure.
With the Jacob Hester autographs, for sure. People racing.
Yeah. I mean, look.
I mean, whatever.
I don't see you on the wall here. Just saying.
I don't have a single Matt Flynn autograph. Maybe we should change that.
We change that today.
Okay.
What do you want to sign? Florida helmet?
T.
The kicking tee?
The kicking tee?
Yeah. Do you have a Saved by the Bell picture? He'll sign that.
Yeah.
He loves Saved by the Bell. We love Saved by the Bell.
But off camera, he did commit to wearing it.
Hey, I'm fully committed.
Yeah.
He's going to wear the Saved by the Bell sleeveless shirt.
I'll wear that to the office.
Yeah. Trey, we appreciate it, bro. We appreciate you having us here every single Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Chef Michael Johnson will join us to answer your munchy questions. Go ahead and get those inside the Bayou 4 chat, and we'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, 225-925-8552. Not only in Central, they are in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. They are ready to help you. I mean, they've been doing this for so long. The Payne family's been in this game, and you're not going to have something they haven't already seen before, right? 24/7, 365, weekend, holiday, game day, whatever, emergency service. Not only in emergencies, though, if you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, again, go to the website, centralplumbing.org, and check out those remodel options right there on the homepage. Also, you can go tankless today with the tankless water heater, centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, if you don't have a tankless water heater by now, you really need to check it out. Give Central Plumbing a call, and they can come. Like, you will never, once that water gets hot, you can run the dishes. You got 17 people taking showers if they need to. Whatever it is, they can do it. You'll never run out of hot water. So if you got a young family like I do, it is priceless. Central Plumbing, they can do anything, residential, commercial, 24/7 emergency service. If you call 225-925-8552, centralplumbing.org.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the
like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb without a soul. My spirit sleeping.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Pro Dreams in the shadows of Tiger Stadium right here on Burbank. I want to remind you about LSU Snacks as well, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar. It's a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or you can grab Win Bites, gluten-free, bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at, guess where? Rouse's, or online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
All right, speaking of great taste, speaking of snacks, speaking of LSU, it is now time for Munchies with our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, who joins us now. Chef, how you doing, sir? Glad to have you back on as always.
I'm great, brother. Feeling blessed this morning, man.
How was the gator? I saw beautiful pictures of gator everywhere on social media, and I know that you enjoyed some good old gator this last weekend.
I mean, we smoked that thing, two of them. We smoked the two smaller ones for 5 hours, and we consumed 1.5, and what was the kids loved it. First of all, we carted it out on the table and everybody was oohing and ahhing over it. It tasted delicious, right? But I think the better part of it was yesterday I had some bits and pieces left over that I pulled off the carcass, and we made I made gator sauce piquant with a baked roux.
Baby.
It was just another. It's one of those things that just keeps giving, right? So it was a good few days, yeah.
So Chef, you kind of told us that like during the games, that's your game day, that's your day to kind of go home and chill, relax a little bit. Yeah. What are you cooking for yourself or your family? Like what are you doing at the house, getting ready? Are we kind of like snacking on dips all day like a lot of people enjoy game day, or are you making like a big like long meal?
Not too many long meals. My fiance likes to cook, and so we cook in the kitchen together a lot, and like dinner, there's lots of pasta because my kids like pastas. During the day, I think it's like, fruits and vegetables. I really love fruits and vegetables and eating them fresh, right? So I'm kind of a snacker, in the kitchen, you're not allowed to sit down and eat too terribly often because it takes you away from your time a lot. So, it's a lot of what we call eating over the trash can, tasting foods and throwing spoons away. And so, it's almost a healthier way of eating too. Your blood sugar doesn't spike as heavily, so I'm constantly kind of snacking and grazing, and so I do have a softness for cheese. But it's lots of kind of snacky foods, fruits and vegetables.
Chef, to go back to the Gator real quick, how many players did you have to maybe like try to talk into trying said Gator? Like, was there anybody, because there's players from all over the country, like certainly the guys from Louisiana, they've probably had Gator, they've certainly tried that before, maybe this around Mississippi and Texas, but from the guys that are from the West Coast or up north or whatever, like, did you have to do some real selling to them?
I think the ones that you have to do selling to are kind of from the inner cities sometimes. And to be honest with you, I don't go in seek of trying to convince them. I first go in seek of convincing my employees who are like, oh no, I'd never eat that, because if I can convince them to eat it and they like it, then I have a team of people who are also saying, oh no, you should try it. It's actually really good. Like, I don't eat that kind of stuff, but Chef knows what he's doing.
Right.
And I've built trust with a couple of people. I got a couple of kind of stubborn ones in my kitchen that they don't like trying new stuff, but they trust me enough to try stuff if I ask them to, and it's usually a win. Very seldom is it a no, I didn't like that. It's sometimes it's a, oh, that's interesting. I'm not in love with it, but I would probably eat that again, or they've had a bad experience with it before. So my first approach is to approach the ones that, and kind of test the waters with the more not, with lack of better words, stubborn tasters in my kitchen, and kind of work through them to do the same thing, and that usually works really well for me.
Chef, I hope you can help us like settle a great debate we have here between Hester and I. Okay. If you close your eyes and just picture the perfect taco.
Oh man!
Is it a tortilla or is it a hard shell taco?
No, it's like a street taco. Like a soft corn tortilla made from maize. Like I like street tacos. I like lengua. I like tongue in my tongue tacos. I like pork belly tacos, and lots of accoutrements, right? Like pickled onions and cheese and probably 5 different types of salsa, right? But and I like to double up the tortillas too, and some people don't do this, but I'll take those corn tortillas and put them on a flat grill and toast them a little bit just to warm them up and give them a little bit of structure, because people, when you steam them, they get a little too soft and tear too easy for me. So I like to put them on a grill and toast them just real slightly. I think they hold together better that way, and I like the browning, that browning flavor. It just adds to the texture and the quality of the food.
Thank you, Chef. This uncultured swine that I have to sit next to every single day thinks that a hard shell taco is the only type of taco.
I did not say the only. Now I said like you were like baffled that we have hard shell tacos. They're incredible.
Okay, I hadn't had a hard shell taco since I was like 9.
Katie will take like a flour tortilla and fry it up, and like that's the taco shell, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Chef, I was just saying there's other options where this guy's speaking in absolutes, like having a soft tortilla was the only way you could have it.
Yeah. Truth be known, I've never met a taco I didn't like.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of pizza. It's like, I like pizza from here. I don't really like it. I'm like, okay, maybe, but I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference between a pizza and a calzone, right? Like somebody just tripped and fell and accidentally, you know what I mean? Like
folded it over.
It's like, the hell with it. It's going in the oven. Yeah.
Oh, no question about it. Chef, you told us about this, kind of get away just real quick from the food portion of it because I'm starving now. You told us like this team was special as far as like the meals they had together and the time they spent together and just kind of some of the conversations that you were hearing. And I think last week was like a great example of that because, Whit, for playing football too hard, gets kicked out of the football game, and then like Wes, his brother, steps up, and then he goes down, and then here comes another week's brothers, and Devon Keys played incredible. So like those things that you told us, like you're seeing it play out in real time, like on the actual football field as well.
Yeah, and I didn't say this before, but you just said something that touches on it, and I think it's to be said. There's, I think, 3 sets of brothers on this team, man, and like as a brother, I know how much I care for my brother, even though we don't always agree on everything.
Right.
Like if my brother's on that football team, I'm fighting tooth and nail. Like my brother and I may fight, but damn the man that gets in between us.
Right.
And that builds an even larger, I think, kind of passion towards what you're trying to do. And we've got 3 sets of brothers on this team. That's pretty special, man. And watching them interact and kind of pick on each other a little bit, but also protect each other a little bit. As a human being, I think that you have to appreciate that.
Chef, we just came off a big week. It was Florida week. Now we're playing Southeastern, so we kind of all know that's kind of a little bit of a purple jersey game. But you're with these kids. You see these kids every single day. And Jake and I talk about how when we had the kind of the purple jersey, like the dip and I guess competition, if you will, the week was like you had to rely on leadership. You had to really be cognizant of the fact that I got to prep just like I did last week for the big game. So like you get to spend every single week with these guys and you've seen them all week. Like, so how do these guys, how does this team, how does the culture react to these types of week? Have you seen anything different?
No, the ship doesn't steer differently, brother. These kids stay focused, man. And that's the beautiful thing about it, brother. Like there's no reaction or unreaction. They come in, they eat the same, that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I love about them is they're not reacting in that way. They're not overreacting in any way. I media is everywhere now, and I'm kind of baffled at the fact that they can maintain that. To be honest with you, because to be emotional is to be human. But I think they manage it exceptionally well. They're super resilient, and they have a brotherhood of teammates around them, to support, when they're struggling, and it's something pretty special to watch. You know that.
Chef, what we got on the menu today? Have we already laid it out? Like it's 9:30. I'm sure you've already had to feed a ton of people already today.
Rolling, chicken and waffles for breakfast. We have salmon for lunch. I'm trying to think what I've seen because I've been kind of in the office this morning a little bit, but gosh, you just stumped me. What's going on in my own kitchen?
What's on the menu today? Actually, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know, man. They're doing really well with it, though. I can tell you that.
It's going great. Everything's going great there. It's look, Chef. You had a big assignment last week with the Gator, so we'll give you a pass here. That was the main thing. We had to make sure that we had Gator. This is a show full of Gator haters, and the team got to enjoy Gator. So you're good.
Well, you know what it is I went on a high fence ranch hunt with some of the guys back 6 months ago, and one of the videos was released today, and I've been kind of reeling in that because for the first time I cooked heart, and it was a Ginsbach heart. And it was an extraordinary experience. I got to share that with some really incredible people. And so, my mind has kind of been with that heart this morning because, when you kill a creature, I think there's the spiritual side of it as well, that, I consume as much of that animal as I can, and the heart more specifically, and so that was one of the times one of the first times I cooked heart for, like it was a wild game heart, and I was feeding some of the guys that I work with on a day-to-day basis in the football team. So it was a really special moment, man.
All right, there he is, our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, joins us every single week, always gives us just great insight, not only what's on the menu, sometimes, what's not on the menu, because we're trying to figure that out because we're worried about Florida. We had a lot of gators we had to take care of last week. Chef, always our pleasure to catch up with you. We appreciate it every single week.
Absolutely, guys. Take care.
I love that guy.
Oh, the best.
He is the best.
Although I saw that when you kill an animal, you're supposed to eat the heart raw. Still beating.
I don't know. Have you done that?
No, I hadn't done that. I did when my first deer. My dad did put like blood on my cheeks. Whatever. Yeah.
Don't hate on fish sticks either.
I'm not hating on fish
Fish
sticks.
sticks are delicious.
Okay, I didn't hate on fish sticks.
I don't know what's in there, but they're
delicious.
good.
Okay, so this is what I said. I just made this point in the chat. Like hard shell tacos, they're kind of equivalent to fish sticks to me. Like sure, they taste good and they taste fine, but at some point in life you got to grow up.
No.
So just grow up.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
And I don't like grow up to be like your age or anything, but get past 9.
I still eat cereal every night.
That's true.
With a cartoon character on the box.
So the hard shell taco thing tracks. Like cereal's great, and I'll eat it every now and then. I love a fish stick. I love a chicken. I love an animal-shaped chicken nugget.
Man,
it's fine.
Yeah, didn't know your palate was so mature.
But I'm not eating it. It's not like my go-to. But
sorry,
I dabble. But at some point, you got to grow up and just eat normal-shaped chicken nuggets.
Some of you didn't grow up rednecks, and it shows. That's okay. We were balling on a budget. We made the most of those fish sticks, and they were delicious.
I ate so many fish sticks. I like to dip them in mustard. Kind of weird.
What?
Yeah.
Mustard?
But I look back at when as an adult, you fish with a lot of vinegar,
taquitos,
wine sauces, and the same thing as mustard, right?
Frozen taquitos.
Frozen taquitos that's
well done, Matt C.
Totino's pizza.
Well done. Oh yeah,
that was the best.
Yeah,
Totino's. Like, don't try to give me another cheap pizza. That's the one.
That's the one I want.
The flavor. That's the one I want.
Hey, we agree.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at us. Who would have thought? All right, we will
Cubed
step away.
pepperoni.
We'll get to some big deal or no big deal when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
You know what goes great with frozen pizzas?
Yeah, sure do.
Dos Equis.
Lots of them.
I mean, think about it.
Think about
it. Elite combination.
Little cold pizza, little Dos Equis, chilling at a tailgate.
Yeah, and you can get your Dos Equis and be ready to go for the tailgate this weekend. Go for Dos. Enjoy that ice chest full of Dos Equis. It's going to get you right for game day. You're going to enjoy sitting there and watching all those games that we talked about a little bit earlier, right before you head into Tiger Stadium at the tailgate. It is always a great time to go for Dos.
Yeah, you ever as a man, packing the car up perfectly is awesome, but another great feeling is a beautifully packed ice chest. Like when you line it all up, put the ice, put a good layer of ice, and put another one. It's even better when it's Dos Equis. When it's a beautiful green bottle, beautiful green can with the 2 X's on it, man, go for Dos. We know we got another home game. We got to show up. We got to show out. Delete some beers. Do it responsibly. Go for Dos. Stay thirsty, my friends.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac. Our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart...
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Pro Dreams on Burbank, pro-dreams.com. Check out their shop and the memorabilia they've got here. Come see them this weekend when you come watch the Tigers play. All right. Let's do a little big deal or no big deal. And I know that, we're here. Our great producers are back in studio, so it's okay. We can still get this done. I'll go first, and Flynn can go. We'll turn ourselves down, and then y'all can answer there back in studio. You don't have to worry about the sounder here because you know what? We can't hear it anyways, and so we'll go ahead and we'll get this started, and I'll start it off. Big deal or no big deal? The NCAA eliminates the spring transfer portal window. So college football is officially moving to a single offseason transfer portal window.
That's a big deal. Certainly is. I guess this is probably the Tennessee UCLA situation, kind of the knee-jerk reaction from that. But I'm sure that anytime you put restrictions on something, anytime you start to tighten up the rules, I think coaches around the country breathe a sigh of relief because what they don't want is the wild, wild west, and every year it gets a little bit tighter and tighter, and I think that's what they want. As long as a coach and an organization knows what the rules are and they're clear and they're fair, then they know how to work. And I think this kind of helps that. Like they get their roster secured, and they know their roster is going to be their roster at an earlier date, which helps coaches, which helps planning. Now it puts a little limitations on the player and his options at some point of the year if things don't go their way. But, I think the coaches and the organizations were probably a big catalyst in getting this pushed through.
All right, Alondra, Tay-Tay.
Yeah, I think this is a big deal for all the reasons that Matt just said. I mean, it has kind of just been the Wild West in terms of not only NIL, but the transfer portal as well. And just everybody was kind of allowed to do whatever they wanted. So in terms of there being a rule in place, finally, even though there were some, this is a pretty big deal.
All right, well, I hate to go chalk, but yeah, big deal. I think it's a big deal because I think it kind of puts a control on things that, frankly, I think needed to be a little bit controlled. I understand a lot of people said, oh, well, this gives more power to the players. Players kind of had all the power. Now, whether you're for or against that is entirely up to you. But like Matt said, it helps you kind of plan out your roster a little bit better. You know what you have at an earlier date. I mean, look, you had the spring portal window, you had the fall portal window. The players at Virginia Tech and UCLA are able to enter the portal now that their coaches are fired. I mean, it was a free-for-all everywhere. This kind of controls stuff just a little bit, so I think it's good for the game. I think it's a big deal.
All right, Matthew, what you got there, sir?
All right, big deal, no big deal. Chicago Bears head coach Ben Johnson stated recently, after this past week, Bears have started 0-2, that the practice habits of his team has not yet been reflective of a championship caliber team. Players not finishing, going through the football, doing things that are tight, that are taught at a high school level.
Ooh.
Is this a big deal? No big deal.
That's not good. I think it's a big deal. That's not good, man. That tells me you're far away. You aren't even close. You aren't in the realm of where you need to be, and that tells me that the person that left you that obviously didn't have a great culture either. But the more troublesome thing is you've been there long enough to create your own culture and try to implement your own culture, and it hasn't stuck. Like the players aren't buying what you're selling right now. That's a massive deal.
Well, it's week 2. When I was looking at this, I thought to myself, do I like him saying this publicly in a press conference? And I think the answer for me is yes. Because as long as he said it to his team first, as long as his team's not getting that message through the media or watching it on TV in the team dining hall and hearing that from their head coach, sending a message early of your expectation for a team, sending it loud and clear, making no qualms about the kind of organization that you want to run, and that they're not hitting those marks.
Yeah.
You could see frustration on him at the end of the game this past weekend against the Lions too. So. Yeah, to your point, I think it's okay because he's setting a culture. He's telling what's expected of them, and they're not hitting that mark, and he's letting the world know. So if you're a Caleb Williams and that's your team, man, you better the message better be received loud and clear.
Yeah, there's nothing to guarantee that Caleb Williams is going to be A, B, or C, and
there's flashes, and he did improve from week 1 to week 2.
His college he had flashes in college. The flashes are great.
Yeah.
But to be an NFL dude, you got to be consistent. Those flashes, let me think of a quarterback. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, the flashes aren't flashy, but the consistency's there.
Yep.
So, you got to be careful falling in love with the flashes, as you know.
Yeah. And I'm a big believer in Ben Johnson's offense. I think he's a really
Me
good
too.
coach.
I mean,
I
great
love
in
the
Detroit.
Lions were incredible last year. Their offense, I love.
But also, to the point, the players that were running that offense have bought into Dan Campbell's mentality as well.
For sure. So he's got to set that mentality.
Yeah, got to.
And Caleb Williams is being asked to do things he's never had to do before. So there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve there. Well, Andre, what y'all think?
I think it's a big deal. Talking about bad habits, Ben Johnson, all that. That was the reason I didn't like Caleb Williams coming into the NFL, because I thought he had some bad habits. But, we're talking about Caleb and all this. Go back and look at Lincoln Riley. Everyone talks about Lincoln Riley as kind of this QB guru. But look at the ones that have succeeded in the NFL. Baker had a coach before Lincoln Riley. Jalen Hurts had a coach before Lincoln Riley. I mean, he taught Caleb Williams, and, they did good things together in college. Caleb kind of regressed under Lincoln Riley from year 1 to year 2. So, it's kind of an indictment all the way around on a lot of different people.
Yeah, that feels like a big deal because it's just a bad culture vibe over there because of that. So big deal.
All right. Yeah, I think it's a massive deal. The Bears, I know it's early in his tenure, but they feel like they got to change some things. And
when you're an NFL team, and your team gets called out for effort by your head coach after week 2,
when high school gets thrown out there,
practice effort,
that is not good. That is not where you want to be. And a lot of people think they might be the worst team in the NFL right now. It's bad. Shocker, their defense is bad.
Not the worst roster either.
Who's calling their defense again? I think he's an Aggie.
Yeah, he's got no cakes.
No cakes.
Weak chin.
Weak chin, Mr. Dennis Allen. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up like we do every single day, answering your questions. We'll ask the bench here to close it out on a Thursday edition of OTB.
Off the bench. Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com. That is the website for, you guessed it, Russell Pool Company. When you go to the homepage there, you can find a full list of services, a one-stop shop. Remember, I mean, we're talking about the entire process of construction, getting your pool done, also the maintenance on your pool as well. They are truly that one-stop shop. Also, you can buy retail from them. Go to the gallery of work to see what they can do for you. You're going to see incredible pools. No two pools look the same there because they're building your dream pool, not somebody else's dream pool. Also, check out the financing options on the homepage as well. Truly the one-stop shop, truly the go-to. That is russellpools.com.
Yeah, when you think of high-quality custom pools here in Louisiana, the first name you should think of is Russell Pools. They make the whole experience easy, and they make it great because they have 2 landscape architects on their staff when other companies don't even have one. So they can take your dream from reality, turnkey the entire project from a design from in your brain, what you want, to the plans, to the build, to the maintenance, everything right there, russellpools.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
1045 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Join us for Friday's AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Sagamore Spirit Rye. We'll have craft cocktails, someone's winning tickets to the game, and of course a fine premium cigar. Friday's AFR, presented by Sagamore Spirit.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you, our mobile bank.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
OTB, one final segment here. Going to get to your questions real quick, though. Want to remind you about All-Star. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, every single thing is available. Go ahead and reserve that rental today. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
They see me rolling. I don't know why I sang that.
They hating, patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty. That's what you're singing?
Yep.
All right,
Riding in a Toyota. Nope, that didn't.
All right.
That didn't work.
Ask the bench, what's more wild, Flynn mocking Hester's hard tacos or T-Bob mocking Tampa Tay's chicken fajitas? Oh, yeah, he did hate on Taylor because Taylor liked to get chicken fajitas and not steak. I switch it up. I go steak and chicken.
I like to get the combo.
Do that, too. Get the surf and turf sometimes if I'm feeling fancy.
Yeah. The little shrimps on there?
Yeah.
The shrimps are delicious.
So, yeah, chicken fajitas isn't a weird take. T-Bob thought it was
No, that's not a weird
crazy
take at all. Yeah. Taylor, you're cool, man. It's way more normal than like thinking that hard shell tacos are the only taco in the world.
I don't remember saying that. I found it fascinating that you were like, people eat hard tacos. Like, yeah, they do. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask the bench, should the chat organize our own OTB tailgate since Moscona won't let y'all do one? Let's do one here.
Right here at Pro Dreams?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, why not?
All right.
We got great space. They can wheel in and out the memorabilia here so we can kind of move it.
What if my parking pass isn't near here?
I don't give a damn about your parking pass, my guy. Touch grass. Walk a little bit.
I don't know. Well,
And we just do it for like a night game. We'll just do it early. Like, how about like we just come watch College Game Day here or something? I did that last weekend. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. Let's do it. We do need to organize an OTB tailgate, though. That would be fun. South Carolina? Can I interest you in that?
I was thinking more Western Kentucky.
Okay.
Because more relaxed.
More chill.
More chill. Guaranteed night game. You know, one of those ones where you can, like, you know, we're sitting here, we're shooting the bull, we're talking about how great things are, but we're not really worried about, you know, the outcome of the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, because you know me, I'd rather do it against A&M. Like, that'd be awesome because I want to have that feeling of playing a major opponent. So it's up to y'all. I'm giving you options.
Western, like with your job, Western Kentucky a little bit lower. Like, can you have a couple more pops? That's
kind of what I was thinking.
You have a couple more pops before that.
Hey, you might have decoded what I was trying to steer away from.
So you just want to drink more Dos Equis. Got it. Perfect. That's cool. That's why you want to go early too, so you have some breakfast beers. Go take a little nap ski in the afternoon.
Oh, yep.
Smart.
You got me.
It's smart.
You got me. You got me. Okay, fair.
We'll do it here at Pro Dreams.
That was my thought.
A little OTB tailgate. We'll pick a game. Maybe we'll get a little. Get a little vote in the chat.
Stop talking. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Off the bench.
Go to KTZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living since 2004 in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette, on the North Shore. That contact information, top right corner of the site, but don't you worry. If you're in the 318, just give them a call, and I promise you they're going to make it happen for you because that's what Brandon Barton and the team do. They do it all the time. They've done it for me. They'll do it for you. They'll do it inside. They'll do it outside. Sometimes they'll do it outside, and it helps the inside, and you don't even know it's going to do that, but Brandon and the team know that. So go to the website today, KTOZBlinds.com.
Yeah, they can help make your house look better, and they can make it more energy efficient by helping those windows, keeping that heat out. Their approach, their communication, the craftsmanship, their products is absolutely second to none. And if you buy your products from them, their installation is free over there, complimentary. So give them a call today. Go to the brand new website, KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living, KTZBlinds.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get every